guys doing? Glad to have everyone who is here. I don't know how many people we're gonna get. We may get no one tonight. We may get tons. You never know. It's always weird. I can never predict how these streams are gonna go. And then sometimes they start off slow and then pick up the pace a couple hours in. So, you know. Anyway. Hopefully it's Friday, so I mean it's the weekend. Glad for all of you who were able to come. Okay, so off stream we did some stuff. Ah, crap. Oh, I hate this. This is the only game that does it, and I think it's because it's bloody Ubisoft. So, anyway, thanks for the lurk, Bad Wolf. I'm glad you are here, and anyone else who might be lurking. Appreciate it very much, as always. So I did some. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to smack the mic. But it's one of those nights. Let's do it again, because this is the kind of night that we're gonna have. I can already tell.
Hello, it's me. I just decided that things are going a bit too smoothly. I'm gonna mess it up.
Yeah. Very much so. Last stream, I got us back here, back to the entrance to Lost City in Sea Haven, but I took the time off stream to do some stuff. Namely, I went back to Sorpeagle. Yes, I went back to Sorpeagle real quick to talk to Jasad. Since we had he wanted to register 20 creatures in the vestry, which we've done. Now there's no reward. I got no reward, and apparently you only get a reward, because I did look this up because I thought, oh great, what, is there another bug? There could be a bug, but you don't get a reward until you collect all 50. So I was thinking I got gold last time, but apparently I misread that or something, because he doesn't give any rewards until you get 50 whatchamacallits. Oh, you know what I didn't do, because I got so his work, I mean literally all the way up until this time for the stream to start, work was pinging me about stuff, and I did not do one alert. Probably won't help, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But give me a second, gang. And I really do apologize for this terrible start. I guess I'm gonna have to I guess I'm gonna I'll probably will. I hate doing it, but because it'll take more time, but I'll probably end up editing this bit out of the YouTube upload. That's fine. I can do that. I got skills like that. I see Mouse is playing Mass Effects, but he's not streaming. If you're bored, I'm playing Light and Magic X tonight. All right. All right. So anyway, well, actually, I was gonna say, so let me repeat myself here. It'll make it easier to edit. So anyway, I went back to Sorpeagle and I got the quest advance from 20 to 30. You get no rewards for this. Hey, Count. Thanks for coming. Yeah, it's been a nightmare tonight trying to get this thing going. It literally took me 3 attempts to get the stream off the freaking ground. I had this guy visiting me today.
Hello, it's me. I just decided that things are going a bit too smoothly. I'm gonna mess it up.
Anyway, that's how my night has been. Literally, from the time I got off work until now, work has been pinging me constantly. And that only started at just, I don't know, for some reason, Twitch and OBS were not communicating properly, so twice the stream would not even start. Oh, thanks for the host, my friend. Always. Glad to have it. I saw you were doing Mass Effects right now. So hopefully I'm not interrupting that. Yeah, this is my first Friday without Knights of the Old Republic. It's kind of weird. I still have to edit those videos. My goodness, I'm so far behind. But anyway, from the last stream, so I advanced this quest, and the bottom line is he gives no rewards, even though I thought he did, until the complete quest line is done, and then apparently he will give you a relic, if it's not bugged. So this is the quest we're on. What else did I do? Oh yeah, when I was off camera, I got oops, here it is, sorry. Let's see what I do. I think, yeah, I got her up to expert on primordial magic. She's now expert in air magic as well. Did I get anything for her? No. Oh yeah, I did. Primordial magic. So she's now expert in primordial magic. That was what I did. Because I have a relic crossbow, I'm putting in deals to him. So as soon as I can get him to expert and start using that crossbow, I'm going to do it. I mean, I know you're not, the bows are, if RJ was in the stream, he would be like, dude, don't do bows because they suck in game. And that is true, but short term wise, I still want to have one just to do some damage at range for a bit. So, and having a relic, I just want to use it. So that's the goal for him. I screwed up and I accidentally bought this sword. I didn't mean to actually buy it. It was like, yeah, we can sell it for 3,400. Well, almost 3,500, but the purchase price was like 12,000 gold. You see where I'm down to. And I was not a happy camper. But then I looked at it and I thought, well, all right, you know, it's the most powerful sword I have, so he can do some serious damage, and that's cool. So, all right, sorry, I'm behind on chat here. I apologize. Count says, cow and chicken was so unreal. Yeah, it was. It really was. I like the red guy. I didn't watch a ton of it, but the red guy always cracked me up with his big red shiny butt, and I think I have a couple more sound effects with him. He's pretty awesome though. He was my favorite in this show. So yeah, my friend is a hacker girl, says Count. She has all the data, all the pre-order content, and DLC that's unavailable now. Oh, for Mass Effects. Oh, interesting. So I was testing them out to see if they A, work, and B, there's no bugs in the game, and C, that it won't crash, and they do. Now I got the Terminus armor and a pre-order bonus from 2010 that isn't available anymore, period, for free. Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, they didn't even release it in the Ultimate Edition. If you didn't pre-order it in 2010, you're SOL. Thanks, Claire. You're a peach. Yes. And, it sucks. The game is an older game now. There's no reason for all that exclusivity stuff to be you know, oh, well, you needed to just to pre-order it, and if you didn't pre-order it, you're SOL now. I mean, I guess some people, but let's face it, 2010. It's 2020. It's 10 years ago. No one cares now, okay? That's my opinion. So put it in the game. It's kind of like Skyrim. Not Skyrim, Oblivion. There was all that microtransaction, which we didn't know was microtransaction back in the day. DLC content like the horse armor. Which I admit I got suckered into buying because I thought, oh, that'd be cool. And then afterwards I like regretted it because it's like, well, I don't really ride a horse that much, so why did I get this? But you know, you get all that stupidity now when you buy the game. So yeah, it's cool of your friend to do that. But anyway, so there's a relic that I got.
Don't you have anything better to do than to check?
And what's cool is that her holy sandal relics are getting more and more powerful, plus 18 to evade. That has really helped her out a ton. So really excited about that. So I did not buy more potions. You know, I meant to do that too. Bloody heck. I'm thinking we're on level 2. This will bring us back to level 2. Yeesh, 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 yeesh. You know, I'm thinking maybe I should. I meant to do this off stream, so I really do apologize. Nah, let's just go in. Screw it. We'll make do.
This will be easy.
Yes, we do want to go in. So anyway, Count says, let me backtrack one. Count says, also, they had a thing with Dr. Pepper for in-game items. That's unavailable now, too. The codes don't work, but she's got the data for it. So now I've got the umbrella hood and Spec Ops ski mask, the N7 hoodie, sweatpants, etc. Regarding my character, my mage character, Lena, Count says, if I recall correctly, Lena didn't evade for crap. But Slayers was a comedy show. Yeah, it was comedy, but there was also a story, of course. But and of course the anime took a lot of liberties from the source material. I read the first 8 novels, the first 8 light novels, and the story flow in the light novels is way better. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some elements in the anime that weren't in the novels that I liked, but for the most part. Count says, I'm going to listen to you while I grind through ME1. Game is made for replaying, and you're capped at level 50 until you finish the game once. So I plan, I guess, on streaming a 100% playthrough. So I need to get to level 60. Gotcha. So I'm just ignoring all the side quests and just hitting the main ones. Interesting. It's interesting how they block it like that. But yeah, you're welcome to lurk. I'm going to be yammering away. Yammering away. Let's hope there's no more technical difficulties. Western Otaku in the house. What's up, my friend? I was on his stream earlier tonight, and he was making my tiresome work day better. In fact, I spent a little more time chatting with him than I should have, but that's okay. He's worth it. You're worth it, right, Western? Western says, are you talking smack about Lena Inverse? No, we're never talking smack about Lena Inverse. She's my favorite. This is what this character is based off on. She's got red hair. She's a human. I said, screw it. She's gonna be Lena, because the human free mages can become archmages. So, Oh boy. Oh, that's right. I wanted fire spells. That's the only reason I have her up. There we go. Spell bloody fire. So we need torchlight. And then we need you to have this up. So, Count says, well, your highest cap is level 50 and hard. Once you beat the game once, you unlock hardcore and insanity and level 60. Gotcha.
Elves too were part of the Shantiri Empire once. Even we have no memories of how it ended.
Alright, so that was just to the treasure chest. That's the back to Sea Haven. So there's nothing for it but to head back into the facility and then head back. I guess we'll head back down this way. Yeah, so my overpowered Western was teasing me about this. It was funny.
There are enemies ahead.
Oh, that was something else I did. When I was out and
They're
about.
flanking us.
Ooh, are they flanking us? Oh my goodness. Okay, we'd already been through here, so something must have triggered on the second go round. Wow, 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 wow. That is so ugly. That is so ugly. And pushing them back doesn't help because they're ranged. Good gravy. Alright. I think I need to do this. Anyway, what I was gonna say is, there was an area between the lighthouse, Sorpeagle, and Castle Port Myron that I said, I think there are liches there. Because they floated like this and whatever. And they kind of, from a distance, had the character designs of the liches from Heroes of Might and Magic 5. And so I thought, well, they may be. So I went over there just to trigger them, just to see what they were, if they were actually liches. They actually turned out to be specters, so they're pretty much ghost only with a much bigger health bar and more abilities. Like, I think they can paralyze you. But I was able to defeat both of them, so cool. Let's see. Wow, interesting. She moved forward. She will not. She will stay back there. But now that both of these are in range. Oops, dang it. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, wrong spell. Bloody rubbish. Alright, so he's got the new sword. If you, well, so the one does more damage for sure. Okay, she came back forward because the AI is kind of dumb. So that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna re-raise the armor because we should be almost out. Should be dead. So the one reason that I, even though I didn't mean to buy that new sword, that it's not bothering me too much. Oops, we didn't mean to do that, but that's okay.
And stay down!
All right, so we're gonna have to fight her at ranged. I don't want to take a free hit. Wow, he's doing some really good bow damage. Kind of surprised, because bows are supposed to be crap. F5. All right, now let me catch it back up on chat. Oh, by the way, Western, I still haven't read those pages. I apologize. I'm not purposefully shirking it. I'm just so far behind on everything I need to do. But I do plan on reading those at some point in time. But anyway, Western says, I'm going to listen as I work on the light novel chapter I'm fussing with, at least until I go live in about half an hour. Yeah, thanks for being here. Count says, I mean, it was 2007, a brand new IP. They set up for a sequel, but they also wrap things up in a nice bow in case they didn't get to do Mass Effects 2. So they put incentives in for replaying the game, more levels, unlockable powers to give to new characters, maybe saying that wrong. You can add a shield overload power, something that's only available to engineers, to your psychic power adept, or give your vanguard some soldier-only weapons. So in Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 1 is really built on replaying it. Count says, yo, NGL, that ghost is kind of hot. And she's got a headache too. Count says, whoa, now there's 2 ghosts. Hello, ladies. Yep, there were actually 3. NGL, not gonna lie. Thank you for the clarification, because yours truly is a Bakayaro, which I butchered. Butchered, I tells you. By the way, Count, is Extreme around? I need to check on his Discord. I never. He seems to disappear for long periods of time. Yeah, see, I was already over here, so whatever I did triggered those new ghosts to show up. I still hear them. Well, they come out of the walls. It's like so bloody fun. Well, another cave. Or we can go into the door. Well, before we go into any door, 4893. Nah, better not.
I feel stronger.
Okay, Count says Extreme is around. He's just streamed a few days ago. Yeah, I think I caught his stream a few days ago. He's just sick and working. You don't have the right key to open this door, you bastard. Now go away and don't bother me again, or I shall say knee to you a second time. That's my poor British accent. It's too bad Luca's not here. Oh, hello. Hello, lovelies. Ooh, you've got big... Wow, you've got big hit point bars. Way bigger than, These are news. This is something new. This is definitely something new. Big hit point bars are scary. Ravenous ghoul. Told you there was something new. So I fought ghouls. I have not fought ravenous ghouls before. So this is the new ability they have, Enraged. The strike rate is doubled as long as the current health is below 50% of maximum health. So wolves get that ability. Alright, I want to whack you. And I think I want to just hit you. Yeah, see, that one sword is doing major damage, so that's the reason I decided, you know what, it's not, even though it wasn't what I wanted to do, it's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna blow back Ravenous School number 1. And then fire in the hole.
No! It can't be!
Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Yeah, we made... Wow, that's insane, though. I wonder if they're making this area like an area that, you know, you really shouldn't be here, kind of a thing. Are you joking me? Well, I need to heal her up. If I heal her up, I can blow the other guy back. Let's get regeneration going on. She's no longer unconscious. She can blow back Ravenous School over there.
No! It can't be!
And she's dead. Wow. Okay. I don't remember where I last saved. 1925, 1935. Okay, it's not too far away. Wow, wow, wow. That's insane. Insane in the membrane, y'all. Yeah, ouch is right, Bad Wolf. Alright, so I'm gonna put alright, we'll come back there maybe in a bit. Although, no, I can exploit this. I was gonna say, wait a minute, what if that's my only area of exploration? But nope, there's all this up here. Wow, that's just nuts. Oh, bloody heck, it's work again. Because, they can never, ever, ever hold on, gang. Oh my goodness, what the heck? So what's going on is this one guy's trying to connect into control him, but I don't know. It looks like he's trying to connect in from a server, a terminal server. Swear. Yeah, this is kind of how my day has been. I'm about to punt him to my boss, because my boss, fortunately, is very technical minded, and he was the one that was involved in installing this software. Oh, bloody heck. You know, the offshore people are very nice, but my goodness. Wait a minute. We were... Okay, I'm kind of confused. We've explored this area, so that means we came through this. This door was not closed before. Are you joking? I see. I see how this works. Well, at least there's no archers that I can see unless there's one hidden behind him. Alright. Alright, your armor is shattered. Oh, he blocked the good sword. Freaking heck. I'm gonna push you back. And then, yep, just 3 of you guys, so fire in the freaking hole. Yay. Total block. What a utter rubbish. Alright. I gotta think here.
I feel stronger.
And naturally the self-buffing goes on. Sorry, I'm having to talk. I'm still chatting away with my offshore folks. Western says I stepped away to quick brew some tea in case you happen to call out for me for any of my evil deeds. I missed it. No, I'm just calling out offshore support. So yeah, still chatting with him. I mean, oh good grief, who else? And now my boss is pinging me. Seriously, this is how it is. Wow, this is a fun night. Western says I also rushed to place an order for a replacement Tenchi War on Giminar Law limited edition box set since I tossed the chipboard box about 4 years ago. I was downsizing my shelf space. Ouch. What do I have for that? I don't even know if I've got the limited edition or not. I have it. I think it's still in shrink wrap. Because I was annoyed with Funimation. I knew that they weren't doing the subtitles that I wanted. Are you freaking joking me? What is this blocking nonsense? Okay, I think I want her to cast. Man, these are some quality streams here. Well, there's a lot of swing and a miss there. Alright, I'm gonna use this. Whoops. Oh, sorry, wrong one. I meant to click Unstoppable Assault. Oh well. Unstoppable Assault, there we go. Now then, that's one gone. Alright, let's quaff you a potion. Let's fireball you guys. That's cool. These guys are blocking a lot more as I've leveled them up. That's been very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, there's another one. Another one bites the dust. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Now is not a good
Oh,
time.
frack. Oh. Seriously. Alright, I got no choice. I gotta blow you back. And I'm not sure it's gonna help much. Nope, can't leave yet. Oh, the archers are still moving forward though. Well, if the archers move into melee range, I'm actually okay with that.
And stay down!
Alright, give me a second here. Oh my goodness. Western says, well, I had Bing points to cash in, as well as the fact that it was on sale for 12 bucks on Amazon. Wow. I'd been eyeing it on eBay for a few $100, so it was a sale of a lifetime. Absolutely good gravy. Yeah, I don't blame you at all, Western. Congratulations, by the way. Man, oh man. Well, now they're going to go into bow mode, of course.
Cover!
Now, they're not ultra difficult, thankfully,
Stay down.
but they can still do some serious.
Stay down!
One thing, ooh, inventory. Well, on the downside, this orb really does me no good, to be honest. But she can, no, oh, maybe it's her. No, wait a minute. Okay, she got magical focus. Maybe it just means that she could wield a... I thought it meant that she could wield two orbs. But apparently that is not the case. It's not letting me drop it into that slot. I'll have to look, because I know that whoever got magical focus can now use staves. So yeah, we're getting close to level up there. She's lagging further behind because she was unconscious at one time. Oh my goodness. Oops, I did another bit. Hold on. La-di-da. Yeah, this is awesome. So let me read. I see my offshore guys typing away. It sometimes takes them forever to type. So Western has said something now. Western says the only box set I have to replace is the Spice and Wolf Season 2 limited edition, and I swear to the anime overlords I will never toss another chipboard box again. Yeah, I'll admit, my friend, that is kind of surprising that you did that. You know. Kind of surprised. I mean, I know downsizing shelf space, don't get me wrong, I understand that, but it's like that's the whole reason you buy those chipboard boxes. Yeah, I'm still talking with my offshore guy. And then we need to document the process for future. Oh my goodness. I think this is the, I've been pinged in streams before. This is like the worst, gang. So I appreciate you guys being patient. I know we've got some lurkers out there. Listen to me yammer. I just realized my phone is not even in the room anymore. I'm having to give him a screenshot. Oh man, this PC is so underpowered. And this is naturally the one that brought up my second Twitch deal on. This is my work PC. I'm not connected to the network, but the chat doesn't have to go through our network, so. Oh boy. Alright, let me catch up on chat here. Okay, at the time, says Western, I never expected my collection to become as big as it did, or for it to matter as much, since I'd been all about the anime and not the aesthetics or collectible nature of it. Really? Okay, see, I would have thought you were always into the collector aspect. I mean... What I mean by that is, like, every anime purchase that I've ever made has always been because, well, for me, I'm going to rewatch it. But if I buy a box set, it was like, okay, well, I've got the box set. That's why I'm so pissed that I bought all of those expensive box sets back in the day for Yu Yu Hakusho, and one of them is missing. And it just drives me nuts. And Funimation sent me their Saver set deal, so technically I have the episodes, but it still galls me that in my collection there's one box missing. Oh wait, I see sacrilege from Western, but I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Batwolf says we're here for you. Thank you, my friend. I know you are all awesome, even the lurkers, although we're missing our Australian connection. But yeah, he's probably got his own life. He doesn't need to come in. But we miss him anyway. Because I actually wanted to... It would have been kind of cool since Western's here, if Luca could have popped in. But that's okay. Western says, when I learned that limited edition was exactly that, then it began to matter. Count asks, have you ever watched Deep Space Nine? Yes, that is my favorite Star Trek of all times. I love Deep Space Nine. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Chris, how's it going? Welcome. This is Western Otaku's warm-up, by the way. But I'm glad to offer that service for him. Yeah, but I love Deep Space Nine. Got all those on DVD, all those sets. And I'm forever bummed that we'll never see those given the next generation and original series high definition upgrade. Although they did a little bit, they did a few scenes for that documentary that came out last year, I think, which was really good. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and then in the one Next Generation episode where they go to Deep Space Nine, you know, you get to see a bit of HT there for Deep Space Nine. But I love the show. Yeah, that was my favorite. Serial. They went more into serial storytelling. I mean, don't get me wrong. All Star Treks have their dud episodes, and Deep Space Nine definitely has some. They're like, okay, whatever, skip. In fact, there are some that I just don't ever watch since the first viewing, because it's like, yeah, whatever. I kind of got tired of them beating up on O'Brien all the time. So basically, the possess, beat up, whatever O'Brien episodes, a lot of those I skip. It's like, yeah, I don't want to see O'Brien abused once more. I've been there, done that. Count says, I'm not a huge Trekkie, but I like the shows. Yeah, Deep Space Nine was great. Well written. Ron Moore, the guy from Battlestar Galactica, well, actually, he started on Next Generation, but he did quite a number of Deep Space Nine episodes. In fact, a lot of the Klingon episodes in Deep Space Nine were from Ron Moore. He kind of became the go-to guy for Klingon stuff. So, Western says, and this was the sacrilege I'm talking to about, I'm a Voyager fan myself, but DS9 is definitely top tier. You know, Voyager was okay to me. The problem I had with Voyager was, one, they didn't map it out. They should have mapped it out. Two, I hated the contrived premise to keep them in the Delta Quadrant. You know, where you have Janeway basically violating the Prime Directive because plot. I hate that. That was like the first episode as a story in and of itself is not bad, but the whole contrived, we must do this and sacrifice ourselves cause reasons, and stay stuck in the Delta Quadrant cause reasons, was like, no. And so I didn't like that. Now, I liked a lot of Voyager episodes, but on the whole, it was like between Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager, I didn't care for Voyager that much. I did rewatch the whole thing on Amazon. I think it's on Amazon Prime. Because right now, not that I have much time to do it, but every now and then while I'm working, I'll stream from Amazon Prime one of the old series, the original series episodes in glorious HD, so the new special effects are awesome. But Voyager, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the other thing about Voyager is because they didn't have a plan, they did not map out things properly, so they ended up being stuck, like for example in Kazon space, way too long, just because, you know, reasons. And I didn't like that, and I didn't like that. Okay, their whole purpose is to try to get home, but it's like, yeah, we're gonna go home, and it's gonna take us a whole lot of years to get there, but let's go explore this planet cause reasons. It's like, no, stop! You don't explore planets. You go on. The only thing you explore is some kind of phenomenon that can get you to, you know, the next point, like a wormhole or, you know, whatever. That, sure. But just go down to a planet just because reasons? No. So, anyway, that was my problem with Voyager. Oh, yeah, Voyager did have the rock in it. I forgot about that. Well, yeah, Battlestar Galactica, better than Babylon 5? Not sure about that. Chris says that Deep Space Nine was the best. Oh no, it had to be Voyager because Voyager was on UPN, I think. Deep Space Nine was still a syndicated show. I think wasn't Voyager the first UPN show? I know Enterprise was a UPN show, and Enterprise, the first two seasons to me when it first aired were not that great, and then the second two got better. The fourth season, the final season, was the best. But unfortunately, the idiots at Paramount canceled it, or UPN, yeah, CBS. The people who end up running CBS, and basically who have ultimately run Star Trek into the ground, in my opinion. Well, maybe that's not totally fair. All right, I'll retract that. It's not totally fair. But Les Moonves, though, was the one who killed Star Trek Enterprise, just as it was really getting good. But then I own Enterprise, though. I like Enterprise better than Voyager. I went back and rewatched the Blu-rays for that, and the first 2 seasons weren't nearly as bad as I had remembered. But I think I was so bummed out in the when the show was first aired, because I was expecting Enterprise to be the founding of the Federation, not some stupid temporal Cold War. And so I was like really bummed about that. I was like, oh, I don't want your temporal Cold War. I'm not interested in your temporal Cold War. More lovely stuff that we can't interact with here. I still need to. I know I'm behind on chat, but I thought I would like actually do some gaming. Hey, a treasure chest. Oops, I need to reactivate my. Oh wow, that's rubbish. All we did was trigger a trap. Because I heard something come running. Oh, I found a silver key too. So, okay, it's not total rubbish. But the bow is nothing. All right, let me catch back up on chat. Because I'm so far behind. La, la, la. Western says, Voyager was a dud until season 3. Well, technically speaking, Next Generation was kind of a dud until season 3. I like the first season of Next Generation better than season 2. But both of them compared, season 3 is where the show really took off. And I think a lot of that had to do with they finally shed a lot of that 60s writing style. The first season was basically the original series, season 4, only with the Next Generation cast. So that was why we got a Q character, although Q ended up being awesome. But Q was a flashback to those, godlike aliens that they would always run into in the original series. And some of the episodes in the first season, it's just the writing is clearly based off of the original series. And in the second season, they got rid of Dr. Crusher because of stupidity. And they brought in Diane Mulder, who, I like her as an actress, don't get me wrong. But I hated that she was... They tried to make her Spock-ish in terms of her relationship with Data. And I didn't like that. It was just like, go away. That was done in the old series. We don't need this in Next Generation. So... But anyway. In Deep Space Nine... The first 2 seasons of that aren't nearly as good. It's the end of season 2 with the destruction of the Odyssey and the introduction of the Dominion. And they kind of teased it with 2 other episodes earlier. That was, and oh my goodness, that episode. The last episode of season 2 for Deep Space Nine. Where it's like, are you serious? You're going to end this with a camping trip with Quark and Cisco? And Nog and Jake, oh my goodness. And then at the end of that episode, my jaw was in the ground going, oh my goodness, what the heck has just happened to the show? It's gone to the next level. Because of the destruction of the Odyssey. So it was a really good. Count says, it's because they went nowhere and didn't have Monsters of the Week, talking about Voyager, as episodes and couldn't focus on world building. Yeah, that's what... If Voyager had a map, a road map, and where the writers just an outline, where and I remember writing this back in the day, back on the old forums in the what do you call it? Not the BBS, what was it? Usenet, back in the day, for Deep Space Nine, not Deep Space Nine, Voyager. I was like, have a roadmap, plan this out, and say, okay, for season 1, we're going to get our ship from point A to point B, and by the time we get to season 7, we're going to get them home, and then have an aftermath episode after they get home to deal with the consequences of what Janeway did, and they didn't do that. So, but yeah, that's why Voyager wasn't as good to me. Count says, especially Dukat and the Bajorans. Now, Dukat was an amazing villain because he was not just pure evil. Everything he did, on one level, was for his personal gain, but on the other hand, he was actually looking out for his people, the Cardassians. And he did want his people to be what they had been before. So I understood his motivations, but you never knew. You know, sometimes he was an ally, sometimes he was an enemy, and he was a great character. The actor that plays him, his name is eluding me, but he's been, like, I remember he was in the Next Generation episode where Data goes back to 19th century San Francisco. He was also in the Next Generation episode in the first season. He played a Romulan. So he's played quite a few characters in Star Trek. Chris says, Deep Space Nine finally saw Star Trek with better story continuity, allowing for good story arcs. Also why I like Babylon 5. Yep. And that's why I didn't understand the rivalry back in the day between Babylon 5 and DS9. I mean, they were doing a lot of crossover. You know, actors that would appear in Babylon 5 were appearing in DS9 and vice versa. And some of this was really pissing off JMS, the creator of Babylon 5. But fortunately, in the end, they ended up, resolving their differences. And that's why Michelle Barrett went to Babylon 5 for an episode. And that's why Mummy, what's his first name? He was first in Lost in Space, and then he played the, not Bill Mummy, is it? No, that's not right. Yeah, it is Bill Mummy. Okay, it didn't sound right. But yeah, he was a major character in Babylon 5, but he did an episode of Deep Space Nine and played a really memorable engineer character. I don't remember the name, but, I just remember it's like, oh, wow, it's him. Western says Battlestar Galactica is better than Babylon 5. Well, in terms of special effects, for sure, I don't disagree with that. In terms of story, there are things I love about Babylon 5, but at the same time, JMS was up against the constant threat of being canceled, whereas I think Ron Moore pretty much had a commitment after Sci-Fi greenlit the series. I think he pretty much had a commitment. But that's why technically Babylon 5 wraps up in season 4, and then they go over to TNT, wasn't it, or something? And then it's like, okay, we'll give you another year, and suddenly it's like, oh, okay, well, we wrapped up the story, so now we need to kind of start a new story, but wrap it up in a year. And so, yeah, that's why the 5th season's a little bit weak to me. But, I just imagine what JMS could have done if he didn't have that threat over his head and actually got to do his 5-year arc properly. That would have been amazing. Chris says, plus DS9 had Quark and Garrick, yeah. When I was working at McGraw-Hill years ago, I actually, in my cubicle, I had a spare file cabinet, and I had it packed with snacks, and I called it Quarks. And basically, people left their money in a cigar box and bought snacks, because this seems bizarre today, but for some reason back then, there were no vending machines in the bloody building. None. So yeah, I was making quite a bit of money. But up until some people decided to be thieves, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. It was on the honor system at first, and for a long time it worked quite well. But anyway, Garrick, though, my goodness, Garrick, what a character that turned out to be. he was an amazing, for a side character, he was bloody amazing. He only showed up like, you know, well, toward the end he showed up a lot more. But, you know, just, you know, when he first showed up, it was like, okay, he's a spy, and he's kind of humorous and snaky, and no pun intended, because, you know, the Cardassians are kind of a snake lizard-like people, kind of, sort of. You always call them snakeheads and stuff, to be derogatory. But Garrick was just an amazing actor. Amazing. Count says, yeah, I've not seen Enterprise. Enterprise, you know, is not bad. It ends terribly, though. The last episode is awful. Okay, let me backtrack. It wouldn't be awful if it wasn't the last episode. But it is, and it's a sequel actually to, or not a sequel, it's a retcon into a Next Generation episode. It's like, oh, really? That's where you went with this, and that's how you ended it? And Ron Berman admits now that it was a mistake, but at the time they thought it was a cool idea. But looking back, they realized it was a mistake, because it actually became a Deep Space, a Next Generation episode, and not an Enterprise finishing episode, in a bizarre kind of way. But Enterprise is actually pretty good. First two seasons are better than I thought. Season 3 is one big story arc, and then season 4 actually is where they got to where I wanted, which was building the Federation. But then it got cut short, so. But yeah, I recommend giving Enterprise a watch. Western says, didn't they address the Andorians, why they were so pissed with at the Federation for so long? Yes, Enterprise did that, and Count says, I know Jeffrey Combs plays an Andorian. Yep, Jeffrey Combs was the, like he's saying, he was Wei Yun, and no, he wasn't Morn. He wasn't Morn. He was Wei Yun, though, and he played, it was a Ferengi character. It was Brunt, FCA, or whatever they called him. And he played a third actor in Deep Space Nine in a one-off. I don't remember the actor's name, but he was someone who wanted an image of Kira for the holosuites, so he could do naughty things with Kira in the holosuites. But Jeffrey Combs plays the Andorian, the main Andorian, or a major Andorian character. I can't think of the character's name. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it. But yeah, the Andorians got a lot of love in Enterprise. The Vulcans did too. The Vulcans are not the allies we've come to know them in Enterprise. They're, you know, they still kind of distrust humans and stuff. And so the series actually works on that quite well and explains how they got from, you know, not being, you know, kind of holding humanity back to realizing that humanity is actually, you know, humans actually kind of know what they're doing. They may be wild, irrational, illogical, but, you know, they're not bad. Count says, Jeffrey Combs is my favorite character actor. He's the voice of Ratchet in Transformers Prime. Oh, I did not know that. Count says, John Delancey is amazing as Q. Yep. More Ron Moore and Bragdon Bragda. Brandon, less so. I love Ron Moore. Ron Moore was great. Brandon wasn't totally my favorite, but in hindsight, years later, after the fact, I realized that a lot of the stuff that he had to do on Enterprise wasn't his choice. He was forced to do it. This has become a chat show. That's okay. That's okay. I love chatting.
It can't be!
Oh my goodness.
I feel stronger.
Oh my goodness. Let me get some defenses up here. And a swig. Alright, let me catch back up. I'm still behind on chat. Didn't Ron Moore work on the TV adaptation of the Dead Zone? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, honestly. No. There were some other good writers on Deep Space Nine. In fact, in the documentary, they got the writers' room together, including Ron Moore and I think Brandon, and they actually came up with a start for a potential season 8 that had me like, wow, these guys still have it, still freaking have it. But unfortunately, the actor playing Nog has passed away, and of course, the actor playing Constable Odo passed away, and we're all getting old. Count says Ducat believed what he was doing was for the noble cause. Morally gray antagonists are the best. Yep. Plus, with Ducat, I also like that. You know, he was a fetish man, and what I mean by that was, okay, he's Cardassian. He had a Cardassian wife, but when it came to Bajoran women, my goodness, he could not keep his hands off the Bajoran babes. And so, I'm not going to spoil anything if you haven't watched Deep Space Nine, but yeah, if you get to watch Deep Space Nine, it's yeah, he's always hitting on Kira, who's our main one of our main characters in Deep Space Nine. But yeah, he definitely had him a bevy of Bajoran women that he was betting. He liked himself some Bajoran women. Count says Ducat isn't a mustache twirling villain. He's just patriotic as well as self-serving. Yep. Western says the ending of Voyager had me rage quitting. I remember saying I can only hope I don't invest years into the show, only have them make it back in the last 5 minutes with no follow-up. And what do? Last minute roll credits. Yeah, that's exactly it, Western. That is why I don't own Voyager. That's one of the reasons. I hated that with a passion that you would not believe. I mean, I was actually getting back into Voyager after, like you said, the season 3, they kind of picked it up. And then the Borg stuff was kind of interesting. I like this idea of an entity more powerful than the Borg. Kind of having to work with a Borg. I thought it was kind of an interesting concept. But they still, at the end of the day, kind of nerfed the Borg even more than they had been nerfed before. But that was the only downside. But yeah, I mean, I like that they brought Barclay back, you know, when they had those remote communications with Barclay. So that was kind of cool. And Troy also came back a couple of times for that. That was cool. I like that. But yeah, I wanted a follow-up episode. I wanted a court-martial for Janeway, even if she gets off. That's fine. I was cool with that. Just, you know, court-martial her. It's like, why did you do what you did, and da-da-da. And have an aftermath for Voyager. But the cop-out way that they got him back home, too, kind of irked me. I didn't really like that. Alright, still catching up on chat. Count says, I think Elam Gellerick is the best character on Deep Space Nine. I will not argue with that. But there are a lot of great characters, but Garrick, my brother and I often mention this, Garrick is a cool character. Western says, wasn't Garrick the crazy bus driver in the Dirty Harry movie? I don't remember. I haven't watched Dirty Harry in so many years. I know I watched some stuff and saw him without his makeup and went, oh my god, it's Garrick. And I think that may have been one, but Count says, I get to meet Rene, I can't pronounce his last name, I always butcher it, the guy that plays Odo, at a convention, the only Star Trek con I've gone to, because he's done so many voices from so many cartoons. He's the voice of Mr. House in Fallout New Vegas. Was he? I didn't realize that. Wow, I didn't even recognize him. That's terrible on my part. That is terrible. I know that Renee also was in Star Trek 6, although they cut out almost all of his parts in the theatrical release, but in the extended edition, he has more of a role, which I thought was pretty cool. I never met him. The only Star Trek people I met were Leonard Nimoy, who is really cool. Sorry, he's passed away now. I met George Takei, who I have a friend, Casey, who's an author and stuff, who you can follow on Twitter. But Casey actually was serving on the USS Enterprise when they filmed Star Trek 4. And so he actually met George Takei. And what stunned me was George remembered him. And I'm going, we're back now. We are not on stage. We are out in the halls of the hotel where the convention is when we ran into him. And the staff are actually kind of getting annoyed because George and my friend Casey are just talking up and chatting about the stuff like old friends. And I'm standing over here off to the side going, oh my God, my friend Casey is talking to George Takei like they're best friends. Oh my God, this is so amazing. And of course, back in those days, they didn't have a camera with a cell phone. Not camera with a cell phone. A cell phone with a camera. So I started off being super impressed with George Takei. And then I went into his deal where he gave his little thing on stage, you know, his present, you know, whatever it is. He had like an hour and a half block, whatever you call it. And I was cool with him, and some girl, some fan, spoke to him in Japanese. And he said something back to her. She did not understand him because she was just being friendly. You know, she knew he spoke Japanese. She knew he's Japanese. You know, there was no problem with it. He raked her over the coals. This poor girl. Because she did not understand Japanese. Because how dare she just say, you know, konnichiwa, genki desu ka, or whatever she said. It wasn't even that. I understood what she said. But because she didn't understand Japanese and therefore could not communicate with him in Japanese, he raked her over the coals, and the crowd laughed her to scorn. And I felt so bad for her. I said, you know what, F you, George. F you and your high horse and your holier than thou attitudes about everything. I am out of here. I have no respect for you. Okay? This is a fan. You don't, just because she doesn't understand Japanese doesn't give you the right to be a total prick. So anyway, sorry, I still have obviously hard feelings about that. I literally from that day forward, George Takei was like, all right, you know, when he's on, I separate Sulu from George Takei. So when I watch the Star Trek now, and that's Sulu, that's not George Takei, if that makes sense. And, I mean, there was no call for him to treat her that way. Now I give her credit because she took the scorn, the ridicule, the laughter, and she still bravely asked her question. Yeah, as far as I was concerned, George Takei was like just a total scum. And I was like, I'm done. I didn't care what else he had to say after that. Wow, I recharged that and they just totally took it all away. I need to get rid of him bad.
And stay down.
Alright, we did it. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, man. No sooner you get one smeghead down, another one comes in his place. Hello. I'm Militia Captain number 2. I'm here to take over. Because these guys will frickin' remove buffs. Alright. He can stun. I'm gonna have her raise the armor. I'm gonna have her raise the... Ooh, bloody heck. I don't have, Alright, I gotta juice up her mana. Never mind. Oh, wow. Alright, that was a good one. Oops, that was a bad one. That was terrible. I totally screwed the pooch on that one. I wasn't paying attention. I totally screwed the pooch on that one. Cause I got excited because I got him down so low. Oh yeah, that new sword. All right. I'm not even gonna have. I'm just gonna do the AOE lightning. I think I'm gonna cast. Oh no, there's no thinking about it. I'm gonna cast Burning Determination to keep myself from being stunned. Oh, my torch went out. Oh no! I can't see, it's so dark. That's okay, we got light enough from that torch. It just sucks for the stream. Well, we'll light the path in a minute.
And stay down.
Yeah, stay down, punk. We interrupt this live chat session to bring you Might Magic 10 Legacy. That's okay though, that's what's fun about these things, right? It wouldn't be a fun stream if we didn't chat about fun things. So, alright, back to the chat because I'm like super behind the game. Chris says Babylon 5 had great writing and acting, but so little budget for sets, effects, and the best speeches. Yeah, and like I said earlier, for Babylon 5, the thing that plagued JMS was the constant threat of cancellation. Plus, you know, he had actors that quit. Now, he wrote in trapdoors, as he called it. So that when if an actor quit the show and thus that character then departed, he had to, so that his story could advance, he had trapdoors so that another character could assume that role. So that's kind of why I think the original mole on the show was supposed to be the Japanese actress from the pilot, but then she didn't come back, so it got punted to a second character. But then, because another actress was leaving, she ended up taking the role and the mole, and yeah, so that was an element that kind of plagued B5. But on the whole, B5 was amazing. And Crusade, I actually like Crusade better than B5, but that TNT freaking wouldn't let JMS bloody tell the story he wanted to tell, so, you know, they ended up making a mess of it and then canceling it. It's like, up yours. This is why executives suck sometimes. They have no idea what's going on, and then they go in there and jack things up. Western says Babylon 5 is probably still better than Farscape. No, there's no probably, it is. Don't get me wrong, I love Farscape. But Farscape, well, Farscape is mostly Monster of the Week. And then as the series would come to an end, they'd go, oh, okay, let's pick up the story arc again. And then it would start getting really good again. And then they would go back to kind of Monster of the Week, and you're like, yeah, I don't care so much about this. It's all right. It's fun for what it is, but... And then, of course, that series got cut short, and they had to wrap everything up with a 3-episode special, which I think was re-edited into a movie. I have it on DVD, so... But I still like Farscape. But Farscape had amazing puppetry work, though. I mean, amazing. Jim Henson, the Jim Henson folks did an amazing job on those puppet aliens. I really gotta say. Pilot, you know, who was the slug guy that was in the floating chair? Dominar Rigel, whatever. You know, but they had some really good puppets. Western says Picard is incredible. It touches all those TNG feels. My issue with Picard, I haven't watched it, I'll confess, but I have folks that I trust have and reviewed it. And when I hear about the story, I know that they touch on the TNG stuff on purpose, and they're purposely muddying the waters. But Picard takes place in an alternate universe. It basically takes place in the quote-unquote Prime universe. So, and that's all polluted by the alternate license when that idiot that broke up CBS and Viacom for whatever bizarro reasons. I think he's passed away, so I probably shouldn't speak ill of him. But the licensing deal for Star Trek got so jacked up that CBS got had all the rights to Star Trek, but Paramount was the one that was wanting to do Star Trek, and they were the ones who had been doing Star Trek. But the only thing they had access to was, the only thing they could actually sell was the stuff that like TNG and DS9, but they couldn't do continuations. So that's where they got that whole alternate license, where CBS licensed out to Paramount a whole sub license, and then it's like it had to be 25% different. That's why the Star Trek movies that JJ did and stuff, that's why the Enterprise and all that stuff looks so different. And that's why, in Discovery, the Klingons and all that stuff looks so different. And, everything had to be different but similar. And Picard, they're still in the alternate license, but I think they decided that they needed to muddy the waters because they've been trying to muddy the waters to get fans to buy into, this is the real Star Trek. No, it's not part of the original canon. And Picard is unfortunately not part of the original canon. Western says, the only thing I've ever wanted answered definitively is why the Klingons look different in TOS and TNG. Worf hinted at it in a Deep Space Nine episode. You gotta watch Enterprise, Western. You gotta watch Enterprise. That is explained in the 4th season. That is totally explained. Brent Spiner comes back. Not as Data, though. But that is totally explained. And it actually works fairly well. Chris says Lita was put unconscious by all the sci-fi chat, and the elite militia are taking advantage of it. That was it, West. That was it, Chris. Western says Lena got ruby eye. Okay, I give you props if you knew that off the top of your head, Western. Shabragnigo. I always have to look it up and then copy and paste it, and I still can't pronounce it. Western says, I wanted Paris to be exonerated, clapped back on his back by his dad, and off to make some babies with Torres. Well, yeah, if they'd have had an Aftermath episode, we could have gotten that. Star Trek V, says Western, is basically Shatner fan fiction. I was more harsh on Shatner, but there was a documentary I watched. I think it was on Netflix. Now, don't quote me on that, but I saw a documentary, and he really opened up about Star Trek V. And there were a lot of things that he wanted to do that Paramount would not let him do. And the Enterprise itself was, the model was shipped off somewhere, got damaged, so that when it came to actually shoot all the special effects stuff, they didn't have time or the budget to fix the thing, so they had to shoot it from weird angles. He did not want that godlike thing that you saw at the end. He wanted an actual creature, and was told, nope, go pound sand. So, and then there's been some collaboration. Basically, his story has been backed up from what I've read. So, I'm less harsh on Shatner today than I was when the movie was released. Let's put it that way. All right, Count stepped away. Western says, haha, George is a stickler about Japanese. He speaks English, dang it. Well, he's fluent in Japanese. Because he does speak Japanese. Because did you watch what was it, Heroes? And he was a character in Heroes, and he spoke Japanese lines beautifully. Well, like I said, I separate George from, you know, even if he didn't like that someone was who didn't understand Japanese was speaking to him in Japanese, there was no cause to be rude. There was no cause to, you know, ridicule this poor woman, this poor fan. Oh my god. Anyway, sorry. Chris says Stun Kings. Yeah, those bosses, those guys are. They're not the worst though. Speaking of which, we can move again. Oops. Back. All right, we gotta do this.
I feel stronger.
Alright, now we can move so we can see if there's any secrets. Alright. I don't remember where it faded out, so that's why I was rechecking all that. Sorry, yeah, that's lovely. Burping the stream, AstroNerdBoy. Because that's what we do around here. We do that. We do that. We do that. Well, I guess it could be worse. Alright, back to the chat. Western says, I need topics for the anime show tonight. I'm drawing blanks. Chris says, Princess Principal has a movie coming up. I never heard of that. Sakura Wars anime has new crap coming. Did not know that. Chris says, Crusade needed 2 more seasons for JMS to tell a proper story. Well, I think he was going to do a whole longer than that. But the thing with Crusade was he had what he wanted to tell, and then TNT came in there and said, yeah, we don't want to do that. And so after 6 episodes, TNT says, yeah, you got to change the uniforms, you got to do this, you got to do that. And it's like, really? Really? So, you know, all the episodes, yeah, freaking TNT. But, yeah, the Bester was going to come back because it was going to take place after the Telepath War. And they were going to actually encounter Bester. In fact, I saw a thing on YouTube where they were interviewing Walter Koenig about that. And, you know, he talked about how he got the role for playing Bester, and then he talked about how, you know, in Crusade they were going to have him come back, his character, and he loved this whole art that JMS had done for him. And they were going to do, the Crusade was going to do the Techno Mages. I thought the Techno Mages were so awesome. That one actor, I can't think of his name, but he played a Klingon in the original series, and then he came back, and I think it's Kang, and then he came back in Deep Space Nine, but he played a Techno Mage in Babylon 5, and, you know, the whole, and of course, Crusade had, what's his face, the British actor, the son of another famous British actor who played a really popular TV show that got turned into a couple of movies. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, so let me catch up here still. Corona-chan images, says Chris. Lots of anime. Or lots of time, money, love went into Farscape puppets. Yes, they did. I love that. That was so awesome. Count says Star Trek 4 was Nimoy environmentalist fan fiction, but still good. Dang it. Yeah, it was. There was a lot of preaching in it, but the preaching was counteracted by the great humor. There was a lot of great humor in it. Count says the whole God Veil was dumb. You know where he got that though? That was part of the whole. In the original series, they encountered that barrier twice, once in the first season and once in the second season, I think. And so he wanted to go back through the barrier as kind of an explanation as to why there's a barrier. I think that was what he wanted to do. Count says, yeah, George is kind of up his own butt. Yeah. I hate it when people let fame go to their head. Yeah. Western says, I'm off to live stream. I'll be here all night talking about George and his superiority complex. Well, I'm glad that you and Chris came by, because I know Chris will probably go over to your stream as well. Which is cool. Which is cool. We just need to do your anime show earlier. Oh, by the way, speaking of streaming, you may have noticed, those of you on Twitch, well, you're on Twitch, but if you're watching this later on YouTube, that's the only reason I mentioned that. You may have noticed that I have a stream planned for tomorrow. I'm going to do something really bizarro, weird. I'm going to try to. I'm going to start streaming at noon Mountain Time, and I'm going to try to do a 12-hour stream. And it's going to be FGO. And I'm going to try to knock out those 2 last singularities while we still have half AP. So just a heads up. Obviously, I'm not expecting people to stay with me for 12 hours. But, you know, you can pop in and out. But that's my plan for tomorrow. I've never done it before, but Rodimus doing these 24-hour streams when he gets certain sub deals made me wanted to see what I could do with just a 12-hour stream. I could never do a 24-hour one. Chris says Galen was Peter Woodward. Yes, Peter Woodward. His father played the Equalizer. That's the show. His father was the Equalizer, and his father was in Crusade. It was the techno mage that they ran into on that one planet, and he was causing the dragon illusion to appear. Yes, that was pretty cool. Father and son acting together. They did a good job. I love the Crusade. I love Crusade. That was such a good episode. Good series.
There are enemies ahead.
Hoko Boka, what the frack? Ho ho ho! Please tell me. Okay, yeah, look at that. Look at this nonsense. Nonsense. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, oh, oh! Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. This is so bad. Oh, I am so... Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness, this game. Alright, let me think here. Let me think here. Let me think here. We've got... ranged, ranged, and ranged. And a whole bunch of ugliness over here. I love how enemies out of nowhere just because you open a door. That actually makes no sense, but alright, so if I move forward to this grid here, I'm gonna get popped by the mages coming that way. But I still want to move forward here, over here, and up. Because I don't want to get flanked. I need everything in front of me. Well, actually, I need to keep fleeing and get around this bend. If at all possible. Because these guys are going to come down. Well, wait a minute. 1, 2... 1, 2, no, they're gonna freaking cut me off here. 1, 2, see, no matter what I do, I'm gonna get cut off. Wow, this stupid game. I mean, they really freaking want me to... This is where the developers go, yeah. So, we figured that by now you've been doing tactics to get away, so we're gonna make it so that, you open a door, we're gonna just suddenly spawn enemies everywhere, and, you won't be able to go anywhere, because if you go to try to go somewhere, guess what? We're gonna trap you. So I hope I saved before I went in there.
They're flanking us.
Oh, look at that! Oh, oh my goodness, this is so ugly. Okay, there's only one down that hole. Oh my goodness.
Take cover.
Oh, now I'm poisoned.
I don't
Okay.
feel so good.
Alright, so we're gonna keep getting pelted by him, but we only got the one freaking smeg head up in front of us. Chris is surrounded. They were attracted by the crusade talk. Yes, that was it. Darn me and my crusade talk. Count says it's true. George does have a superiority complex. Have you seen his Twitter? No. Like I said, George became dead to me from that day forward. I didn't care anything about what he had to say after that day. I have him muted on Twitter, so if anyone even retweets things, I don't see it. I lost all respect for him. I mean, it's like, seriously, there's just, you just don't treat fans like that. That's why, like, Leonard Nimoy was awesome. And I've heard that William Shatner's pretty cool too. But I'd never met William Shatner. Denise Crosby was awesome. I met her. We met her in actually, she was, I don't think she was on my floor at the, because that was the convention that I spent the whole weekend in the hotel, me and my buddies. And I remember coming out of my room, and like I said, I don't know that she was on my floor, but I encountered her in the hall, and we went down the elevator together, and I was like, oh my god, I'm with Denise Crosby. Tasha Yar is here. But I was totally cool. I just was like casual. Hey, how's it going? You know, because I figured she gets, you know, gushed over all the time, right? So I know I didn't even ask her a geek question. I just made just normal small chat, almost like I didn't know her, but I was totally geeking out inside, and she probably knew it too. Alright.
And stay
Alright,
down.
he's dead. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Now is not a good time.
This is not good. See, they made it so that even though I ran in here, I couldn't kill him until he got near. But I might get lucky. Oh, it didn't blow him back. It still didn't blow him back. Oh, he must have someone back there blocking. No, that's not true. That is not true. Please don't let there be anyone else behind me. Alright. I'm just going to have to deal with the mobs in front of me. I ain't got a choice. Alright, sorry. Where are you at, Luca? You're missing a great stream. Count says, I just got back, by the way. Don't know if Astro has read my comments. Yeah, I was just catching up. I've been behind. So yeah, I did. George, I don't follow George on Twitter. Like I said, after that day, he became dead to me because of what he did. Chris says, charge the one, then spin and spend and F-end. Count says, deuce volt, deuce volt, deuce volt. Defend? Yeah, that's probably what he meant, defend. Alright, well, I am now stuck here, but at least, hopefully no one else comes up from behind. But even if they do, at least I can only be attacked from two ends. If I had stayed where I was at, they could have flanked me from four sides, and then I could not have survived that onslaught. So, at least I got this far. That's part of the tactics. Alright, oh my goodness. Alright, you're going to have to raise shields. Alright, I need her. Well, I need her to quaff, but. Alright, we'll go ahead and have you quaff. Alright, none of the mages are in range, and so his armor remove is not going to go away. Let's go ahead and have him taunt. Oh man, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Lots and lots of damage. Well, he's already cast his battle spirit, so these guys are not going to get the buff. So they don't need to crack his skull. I almost want to do this. He's still got a block. He's still got a block. Pop with the AoE. Yeah. It's dangerous to do this, but pop with an AoE.
Stay down.
Okay, we got another captain that's gonna be moving in. But hey, got kicked in the face. All right, but he's almost dead though. Oh, we got to level up. Who leveled
My
up?
skill is improving.
Yay. Level 16. I want his vitality at 15, and then we'll put the rest into his perception. Actually, no. I'm going to give him 2 more in might, and then after that, he's going to be pure perception. And then his skills, pay the bills. Oh, yes. Yes. So that way, when we're done with this dungeon, we can run back to Sorpeagle and get him to expert, and then he can start using his relic, his crossbow relic. Yep. What's going on with chat? AoE time, yes. AoE. Count says, I love that you say deuce like 2 instead of Deus like the rest of the world. That's because I's an ignorant fool, y'all. I'm an educated kind of guy. I don't know I'm off to talking y'all that stuff, y'all. Chris says offend, defend, it all works. Count says it's ye old Latin, so you have to pronounce every 2 letters as its own syllables, like Romaji Japanese. So it's Deus, said, de, and us. Like deuce, which you had right. Yes. Yeah, it's Deus Ex Machina. Yes, I always call it Deus Ex Machina or something like that. Because that's, like I said, I'm an ignorant. Chris says, I'm off to Western Otaku's. I'll be back. Thank you for coming by. Western Otaku started his stream. So, yeah, thanks for coming by, Chris. I always appreciate it. And I know that's the thing. You got to give folks support. So, it's always a deal. So, yeah. But I appreciate you coming by. And it's you guys are a lot of fun. Cal says, hey, you do you. I just did a funny quirk of yours. Yeah, I've got a lot of funny quirks. And and it doesn't bother me. It doesn't offend me at all. I was not offended. As you see, I can make fun of myself, so. I can laugh at myself, too. It makes you unique. Well, that's cool. Kind of like my name. AstroNerdBoy. Unique. Although Count Mousferatu is a unique name, and Christo Pool is a unique name, but yeah, other than when my Psycho Troll started creating accounts trying to pretend to be me. Oh, there we go. That works. Oh, we got more level up. Oh, we got another apprentice orb, which is rubbish. Alright, so he's at 15. I'm gonna give him 2 more perception and then the rest into might. Just to kind of, because perception, it helps a little bit. And then, ooh, yes, because I think I know where Grandmaster Sword is. I think the guy that we helped. Oh my goodness, if I get Grandmaster Sword. Yep, that would be awesome. Although the cost will be phenomenal. Alright, let's level you up, girlfriend. Yeah. Kinda want... Alright, I want her vitality up 1, and I'm gonna pop her spirit up 1. I'd kind of like to get more into magic, but I kind of want that mana pool up just a bit more. And then the health thing is to try to mitigate some of those bosses or enemies that can really lay the smack down on you. And what skills do we want you to have? I think I want this. I want 1 point nerd so I can get that regeneration spell. And then we'll put. See, I've been building her just kind of radically as I see fit. Let's give her a little bit more magical focus. I'll get her to expert there. But now that I can buy the regeneration spell, so that if she's taken out, I now have a backup person who can do regeneration. All right, confirm. And then she's running a little bit behind, but by the time this battle is over, she should be getting leveled up. Leveled up. Count says, I'm gonna stick around, but I'm still grinding, but Mass Effect is a windowed mode, so I can just alt-tab out easily to chat. Cool. Yeah, but I appreciate, you know, I know that a lot of people have to lurk. I mean, I've had to lurk. I've had to lurk on your stream where I'm doing something else, mostly, usually it's blog posting. But I've got you up. I do that during the day. Rodimus Zero. But a lot of times I'll have him up, but he's just chatting. Well, he's not just chatting, he's playing a game, but I'm busy working away, and I just glance over from time to time, since I'm playing that on my home station. Sorry, I'm looking at work chat. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, lurkers are fun. I love you guys too. All this chatting though makes me almost want to do like what Western's doing right now is a show where he's basically just chatting with folks and about anime usually. And he and I have done a collab together, and we need to do another one at some point. But now that I'm an affiliate, there is, you know, it's not a bad idea if I did my own little chat show. Could actually be kind of fun. But I don't have a face cam, so I don't know. Man, it wouldn't hurt. I don't think. I still have my firm foot down. I gotta be a partner on YouTube before I get a face cam. But I suppose I could get a face cam if, like, you know, I suddenly had like 1,000 subscribers. Okay, well, you know, you're paying me for a camera at that point. Face cams. Yeah. You know what's kind of cool? This was my poor man's solution, as you see my avatar and in the audio graph, which Decker Man pointed out to me that on YouTube from when I was still dual streaming. There was one where it got way out of sync. But this was my, you know, okay, I don't have a face cam, but there's my well-known avatar, Junpei-kun, and then I have just an audio graph underneath it to say, hey, look, I'm talking, woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Just to give it some kind of life. But there was some streamer that I saw on Twitch, and I wish I had that rig, and I wish I had the money to actually pay someone to kind of sort of animate my Junpei-kun avatar, or maybe take another image that may be a little bit better. But he had an image that someone had done for him, or maybe he did it for himself. I don't know. Oh, he was in range. I didn't even pay attention. Well, no, he moved over. But he's got some sort of rig so that he's not showing himself. He's showing this animated deal, but it reacts with him. And it's a very cool setup. I liked it. Now, his whole stream is streaming like horror games and death and stuff like that. So it's like, not really my cup of tea on the whole. But I like what he did with his setup. So it's like, I thought that was pretty cool. So I thought, well, you know, if I had something like that, I would totally use it. You know what? I kind of want you gone so that you can't remove buffs.
And stay down.
Ha ha! Eat that. That sword, even though it was an accidental purchase, has actually turned out to be quite good. Ooh, you know what? I just realized I don't have the anti-stun. I don't have the anti-stun up. Grim gets stunned. Do I have any? Yeah, I still have 29 turns on that. And the mobs are still flooding in. This is almost as bad as that KOTOR last week. The mobs are just flowing in like mad. Alright, let me think here. See, she needs to raise the shields. Alright, we'll raise the shields. No mages around, so let's get a frickin' block. Alright, let's go ahead and quaff a potion. I think those boots are really helping her. Those misses. Yeah. Wait, didn't we just quaff? Oh, she was the one that quaffed. Well, can I do Burning Determination? That's the main thing. Or, yeah, Burning Determination. Yep, just barely enough. Alright, that'll stop anyone else from getting stunned. Alright. Let's do an AoE. Alright, we freaking... I gotta unpoison myself so I don't freaking die of, still got one block. Kind of want to raise the shields again because I don't know how much we have resisted because the log is not totally accurate. I mean, it somewhat is, but if they miss, sometimes it will still act like it's remove damage. I went back and looked at some stuff to confirm it, some video footage, because I was coming to this conclusion in the last stream. And sure enough, sometimes it was saying that celestial armor prevented damage, but when I did the math, the shield should have dropped, so the shield was still up. So either it was a bug or the numbers were a lie, because it was actually a miss. But we're gonna raise the shields again. Grim is no longer stunned. Okay. Definitely want to use this one. Potion. Wow. I gotta get him some better axes. I have got to get him some better axes. Oh my goodness. Alright, so that, we totally lost our shield, so we need shields. Wow, that's just ugly on every level. Alright, so we need...
That hurts.
Yeah, stop being a wuss. Alright, and I gotta do this, because I could, theoretically, I'll definitely kill him. Could kill him.
And stay down.
Ah, yes. 2 for the price of 1.
Powerful.
Well worth it. Well worth it. Well worth it.
And stay
Alright, come on, mobs. Alright, let's go to defend. Let's quaff a minor potion. Defend, defend. Okay, only one of you this time. Lovely. Yeah, I definitely gotta get. Nah, you resisted that. Resist this! Ah! Now you still got blocked. Alright, she got her level up.
Is improving.
I want her vitality to 15 as well, and then we'll pump up to the last point in the magic. Oh. I'm gonna have to have her. Let's see, her health is 90. Cool. She's got 100, so vitality 15, vitality 15. I'm gonna have Lena drink this potion. Oh wait, no, not that one. No, no, no. What was I thinking? Oh, never mind, never mind. I thought I had a, I thought I had a potion of that would raise like health by 5. But apparently I was misreading that, so never mind. Pirate armor. Yeah, I just don't want to lose that. The armor is great, but I just don't want to lose that attack value. I've got to raise my skills on armor before that attack, the demerit goes away. So instead, all right, let's shatter some armor. Oh wait, we didn't get skills. Her skills up. Okay, we gotta find the air magic master. Interesting. Choices, choices, choices. Now, magical focus is a good one. Not sure. I think I need to get primordial magic up to master because there's a teleport spell that'll make things easier. So let's go ahead and just pump her into primordial magic. We're not really doing a lot with primordial magic, sadly, but that is what we will do. Arno! Whack, whack. I apologize, I'm not looking at chat. I'm going to look in a minute here. There we go. Because I think we're almost done with combat here.
And stay down!
Oh my goodness, we survived. We gotta do a song. We gotta do a song. There we go. Brownie points if anyone knows what that's from. Someone just cheered. It is Chris. Thank you for the bits. Thank you so very much. Okay, well now we gotta do the other victory song now. This is in honor of Chris. These are supposed to have some sort of a deal on the screen to let me know. I don't know why that's not working. Thank you so much again, Go Chris. I appreciate the cheering bits. Yoo-hoo! Did we save? Yes, we did. All right, sorry, I'm looking at chat again. Sorry, not that work chat, because they love me. All right, my boss is gonna take care of the offshore guy. Cool. Excellent. Where's my sound? I gotta do the excellent sound.
Excellent.
There we go. Thank you, Mr. Burns. Bad Wolf said Sid Meier's Pirates. Bing, 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 bing. That is correct. Those were the two. Those two little. If you look into sound deals, you don't have to buy them. But if you look through, there's like Victory Sing Song 01 and Victory Sing Song 02. When you fought in Pirates, Sid Meier's Pirates, and you won, one of those two songs would play. So I love Sid Meier's Pirates. That's one of those games that I played a lot of times. Now I never got max score. I came real freaking close. I think I was like only a few points off of getting max score. But that was Victory MIDIs. Those technically weren't MIDIs. They were old school WAV files actually. And I had to convert them to MP3s because they would not actually play in here. I actually have a whole collection of old school WAV files from Windows, my Windows 95 days. Well, let's not get rid of anything until we got to. Because we can actually, we're still on level bloody 2, aren't we? Yeah, if worst comes to worst, we can always run back here and sell stuff. Wow, this has just been insane. Insane in the membrane. Uh-oh. Oh, another one bites the... I'm afraid that if I keep going in here, there's going to be more fun. Now, so far, it looks like only the one guy. But you can't trust anything. Alright, so I'll go back over here. And we'll wait for him. And there he is. And he blocked. And he blocked. You gotta be joking. Alright, I'm pushing you back. He resisted. Oh my goodness. Alright. Shatter that arm. Man, those axes. I gotta get some new axes. Because his armor is such that he can. Alright, we finally blew him back. Wow. Took forever. Yay for my mages. My melee fighters are suffering seriously from weak weapons. What's helping him? He's got one weak weapon, which is this one. But it gives him +1 to blocks, so that has I can actually feel that helping. This is the sword that has been doing at least some damage, so. Chris says stubborn. Yes, that is the game. Count says blocking is for the weak. Well, except for the bosses, you know, and then, you know, they tend to have a different view on that stuff. Bloody bastards! Does save, yes. Alright. I knew I would pay for not really stocking up on potions, but I just did not expect them to mob me so hard. Well, now we know where the mead's kept. And we can't touch the sweet rolls. No block, only attack. Attack! So we got beer. sweet roll or something. And I have no idea what that is. But we found the good stuff, and we probably won't be able to touch any of it. Oh no, that's not even a freaking sweet roll. It's a freaking weirdo mug. Never mind. It looked like a sweet roll, and that would have been actually kind of a funny thing. All right, gotta pay attention to that. We got 5, 4, 3. Ah, a barrel. 2. Quick save. Because I only want.
Yes!
Nope. Load. I know this is save scumming, cheat scumming, whatever it is, I don't care. I have a might character, and I want my might character to get my might up. So, that's how we roll around here, y'all. Alright. There we go. Oh wait, no, you're my, yeah, you're my might guy.
Yes!
Woohoo! Alright. We're almost out of torch, too. Alright. Yay, when I pay attention to that stuff. And a barrel we cannot interact with. Because it is bested. What, pray tell, is going to be lurking behind here? Count says, Mouse, says he's rushing through Mass Effects and won't do any side quests. Also, Mouse stops to talk in his in-game mom. What's your in-game mom, you know? You're role-playing. You gotta talk to her. You gotta do these things. That's why it's funny, and I still gotta edit those KOTOR videos from last week. My goodness. Hello. Is this the boss? I think it could be. Yep, it is. Montbard, you. How did you find this place? It doesn't matter. Elreth, damn me if I let a bunch of traitors ruin this operation. Your faceless masters won't prevent me from purifying this peninsula. You shall be returned to the pit that spawned you, demons. Let's fight! No, this is when we need the Mortal Kombat!
Something is coming our way.
Poco Moco! What kind of a...
We're being attacked from the rear.
Alright, I think he's casting light magic. Yeah, searing light. Now I'm gonna force him to come into range. And I can't be flanked. No, really? Alright, so he's a boss. We can't do the normal stuff that we can't do against bosses. And he has stun, so guess what? Yes, it is time for Burning Determination. I'm sure you do. Alright, so we've cracked his armor. Now we can't use... If he's got any spell casting, we can't stop it. Because he's a boss. But oddly enough, we can taunt. That's what RJ was so confused about, because he didn't think you could do that, which, in theory, immunity against manipulation of body and mind and against poison, in theory, he's being manipulated. But if he does a single target attack, he will go after Delph, so. Go figure. Well, Actually, she's almost out of mana, so let's have her raise the shields. And then we will mana cloth you. So I guess there's not going to be a level 3. That's actually kind of cool. Count says, well, she always shows up talking about Mass Effect's game, the mom, with one background, with one background, Spacer, parents alive, colonist, parents dead, Earthborn, 50 orphan, street rat. Count says, well, one is magic immunity, not psychological taunting. Yep, okay, and I would agree with that. The undead, though, are immune to taunts, and they have on the undead there that says they're immune against manipulation of mind. So it seemed kind of weird to me. It could be just poor wording on Ubisoft's part, or Ubisoft, however you pronounce it. 50, filthy, not 50. Oops, sorry. My bad. Filthy orphan street rat. 50. Well, that does change things quite a bit. What you say? 50 orphan street rats versus filthy singular orphan street rat. Yeah, it could be a bug. It could be, though, that the game is differentiating, like you're saying. That for this boss, he's alive. It's not a magical deal, so therefore you can't manipulate him. But now here's the other weird thing. This is, you can't skull crack him. Skull cracking against regular enemies prevents them from casting. And the game kind of plays fast and loose with the term casting. A lot of times it's so a boss can do AoE abilities, but it'll be, oh, I cast crush. When in fact, they performed an AoE attack that crushed everybody, but, and I'm making all this up because I don't think crush actually is an AoE attack. There is an actual attack called crush. So yeah, it could be a bug, or it could be the game goes, okay, he's alive, we'll allow taunts on live people, but not on the undead. Which makes sense, to be honest. Alright, man, oh man, I gotta get his axe. Alright, well, he actually did some damage, bloody heck. Or something, at least. And he did some damage. And now you do some damage. Wow, he took a freaking hit and a half. Alright, gotta raise the shield. Woo! Can't take this boss lightly at all. Alright, let's see if we can get on him. Nope. Double block. Alright, we gotta get regeneration going. That will help. Okay, we don't want to taunt. I do want to hit you, though. Okay, he got a block, that's good. And a miss. Alright, we got a quaff. And man, it's so dangerously close. But there's another spell I want to cast. Just to help my melee fighters just a bit. Of course, if they can bloody hit! Stop missing, you bastards! Alright, so we got a taunt up. Oh, wow, he's definitely got a high resistance. Alright, got no choice, gotta raise the shield. Ah, that was cool, he got some blocks in. Let's do another taunt. Okay, we got the taunt. The lightning really is doing no good. I don't want to waste another lightning. Let's see what we do with what he does against her spells. Well, he took the damage. The fact that he was immune to being tangled is not a problem. He took 53 damage to that earth spell. So that was good. She needs mana, but I'm gonna have her fire in the hole for that damage. I'm gonna have her raise the shield next time. Alright, he's almost fully recovered. Let's go. Oh, he's alright. Wait, there's already a taunt up, so I don't even need to waste it. Okay. Let's taunt again. Ah, gummit, miss. Bloody rubbish! Bloody rubbish! Alright, big potion. I should actually roll those down, but... He's almost fully recovered, so let's try to see you guys on up. And now he's stunned. Oh, he's no longer stunned. Okay, he shook that off quick. Alright, that's my man. That's my man, Grim. That's my boy. Alright, that time we did get a taunt. That is good. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay. I'm gonna taunt again. I'm gonna have her do regen. And shields up. Okay. We're real close. We're real close. Yeah, again, we just want the damage. Okay, almost. Come on. Alright, we gotta do this.
Yay! That was powerful.
Yeah, buddy! We gotta do it. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There we go. We got to have our chanty ditty. Now I gotta take a swig. Diet caffeine free Pepsi. Oh man. All right. It was totally worth bringing up Twitch on my work PC, even though I had to disconnect from the work network to do it. I should bring up an old gaming laptop and put it up here. That way I don't have to disconnect from work. I may do that. I gotta clear off all the junk off my desk on my personal side. And then I could do it. So, Montbard. Oh, let me catch up on chat real quick while we got to. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. So, Count said, so when you make your shepherd, you choose the background, were you born on spaceships, born on colony, and lost your parents in a raid, or born on Earth and never had parents to begin with. Then your military career, survivor, sole survivor of a mission gone wrong, war hero, held off an entire enemy platoon till backup arrived, or readless, you're known as the Butcher of Torfan, and that's all I'll go into it. But you make I don't know this name. Idi Amin? Look like a saint? Idi Amin. Oh, Idi Amin. Okay, I had to think there. Now I know who you're talking about. Idi Amin. Yeah, thanks, Bad Wolf. Alright. Well, I'm sniffing like crazy. So, Montbard, bleeding profusely from his wounds, Montbard falls to his knees. Impossible! I'm a sacred warrior of Elrath. Light guides my hand, which is true. He did have light magic. I cannot die. Not like this. Not while my peninsula is controlled by demons and faceless... What are you talking about? You take me for a fool, demon spawn. The Empress has been replaced by Succubus. She'll destroy the Empire. This usurper in Port Myron, my castle, he's her puppet, just like you. Ha ho! Well, the plot is taking an interesting twist here. Of course, he could be just mad. But at the same time, now then he raises an element of doubt. And the Faceless, I know him, I see him. They've been in my head for so long, I recognize him now. He thinks he can deceive us, but not me. Not me. Darkness shall not prevail. We'll restore the glory of the Empire. And then we say, you're insane. Am I insane now?
We're here to help.
Okay, we got a new quest. Added quest, The Last Wish. Interesting. Who's insane? Light. Light shall show me the truth. But everything's becoming darker, so dark. Elrath, his demented expression softens. It's like he sees you for the first time. Be careful. He's not done yet. He'll find other means. His voice weakens with every turn. Please, find my daughter. Tell her how sorry I am. Tell her... Oh... Wow. Wow, that went unexpected places. So he could have been, I mean, he could easily be insane, but he could also be telling the truth to a degree. I don't think Morgan is, I don't think John Morgan is a bad person, but, you know, who knows? Maybe the Empress is replaced by a succubus. I mean, he was using light magic, so... Alright, let me catch up on chat here. You said it right. He's been talking about Idi Amin. He's known as the Butcher of Uganda. Yeah, I do remember the name. Horrible war criminal, ruthless background turns you into a monster. I like to pick that one and then choose only the good light side options. Commander Shepard kills his men for refusing to attack. Kills surrendering Batarians, the women, the children, slaughters the whole village. And also Shepard goes out of his way to be super nice to everyone. Makes me giggle. Yeah. That's that dichotomy kind of a play. Count says, "Aw, that's a sad one. Poor undead guy." Well, he wasn't undead, actually. He was actually alive. Hold on a second. I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I've been needing to do that for a while. Good thing you couldn't hear it. It was like totally disgusting. Oh look, we've got a door over here, but I'm not going to touch it just yet. So that's an interesting dragon motif. We got all these dragons and stuff. Yeah, we definitely got to get that book. And we'll worry about the doors later. Right now we are just grid clearing. Just in case there's a nasty surprise. That scroll design reminds me of Might Magic 9. If Ubisoft ever does another one of these, I hope they make it more in line with like Might Magic 6. No more grid clearing, just just let us go around, do our thing. Oops, we can't interact with it here, can't interact with there.
We're here to help. The disease branch will stop the corruption of the tree.
Excerpt from Montbard's journals. Normally I don't read these, but I think this I will read because this feels more plot related. I received a letter this morning bearing the imperial seal. Emperor Liam has chosen me to become the new governor of the Aegean Peninsula. Probably butchering that name too. I know I have to thank the Duke of Greyhound for this, since he's the one who's been whispering my name to the Emperor's ear for months. But yet I can only praise His Majesty for the great honor he bestowed upon me. That was from the second day of Night Vale 558 YSD. Seventh day of Night Vale 558 YSD. I knew my predecessor, the Baron of Ashwood, had passed away and assumed he had died of old age. It seems I was wrong. If the stories I heard are true, he actually fell from this castle's fortifications. According to the inn's patrons, he had grown senile and incoherent and jumped to his death. I only met Ashwood once, and he seemed a rational man, but old age is a mind's worst enemy. Third day of Sunblossom 559 YSD. One of the servants found a secret passage today. It leads to a network of caves below the castle. Interesting. I wonder if that will... Because we got to go back to Castle Port Myron, so I wonder if this is going to come up. Probably some old escape tunnels. The foul air coming from the depths. A foul air is coming from the depths, so I've decided to have it sealed shut. 25th day of the Shining Star 560 YSD. I woke up in the middle of the night. Like last time, I could have sworn something was floating next to me, whispering in my ear. Is it loneliness starting to weigh on my soul? Is it the choice I made all those years ago coming back to haunt me? The 6th day of the Moon Mother 561 YSD. I almost skewered a servant today. I didn't see him as a man. I only saw this dark creature. Must be the lack of sleep. I haven't slept a full night's sleep in. 17th day of the Laughing Winds 561 YSD. Last night I dreamt of Eloise again. Eloise again. I'm probably butchering that name. She never forgave me for what I did, but I had no choice. The scandal would have destroyed us both. Starting with this entry, Montbard's handwriting becomes increasingly harder to decipher. Radiant Crown 12th 561. So he's not even writing out the whole, month, year thing anymore in that formal way that he was before. Eloise was there last night. She was not a dream. Was she a ghost? An angel sent by Elrath to torture me? I can still feel her warmth. She looks as radiant as she did 20 years ago. I fear I am losing my mind, but I'd rather lose my mind than lose her again. Blood Moon 5th 562. I abandoned her to a rose bush near a chapel of Elrath that very day 2 decades ago. Our daughter. I had no choice. I'm sure the Vestals have taken good care of her. Spider Queen 21st 562. Lois said all was forgiven, that a more urgent threat was looming over the Empire. The Faceless are back, hiding among us. I woke up to a new sense of purpose. I must save the Empire from darkness. White Maiden 3rd, 562. I've started recruiting a militia to help me defend the peninsula against the Faceless. It is my sacred duty to protect this land from the children of darkness. Illegible 564. The Faceless have taken Port Myron. Or were they demons? I couldn't say. An eclipse burns the sky. Their leader looks human, but aren't the Faceless masters of disguise? An angel with fiery wings was riding at his side. Illegible 564. The peninsula is lost, but I'll fight as long as I live. I know the Faceless are among us. I remember the old tunnels below the castle. I'll hide there. I'll build my army again, and we'll retake our land from these creatures. I swear it to Elrath. We clearly went insane, I think. But, man. It's kind of sad. I mean, he's got his daughter we gotta find now. Okay. Alright, sorry. There we go. This is the wrong tab. Okay. Well, this Fallen Forge. Yeah, we'll look for it. Or Fallen Star, I mean. Last wish. Find Montbard's daughter. Before passing away, the fallen knight Montbard asked you to find his lost daughter. It's up to you to decide if you want to fulfill Montbard's dying wish or not. By reading Montbard's diary, you came across some valuable information about Montbard's daughter. She's in her 30s and was abandoned as a baby in front of the Church of Elrath of the Greyhound Duchy in a rose bush. So that's why I thought it was useful to read that book. A lot of times we'll read a book and I'll glance at it and it doesn't seem to be anything about the plot, but because this was his specific journal, I thought, you know, there's probably something plot related that will be good. Because normally I skip the stuff even though it might have interesting lore in it, because I know I'm not Oxhorn. Oxhorn does lore videos so incredibly well, and I do not, so a man must know his limitations, you know what I mean? So, but nevertheless, we move on. Alright, so last wish, we definitely want to do this. I'm not really sure though where this is going to be at though. Church of Elrath of the Greyhound Duchy. No doubt it's going to be in some terrible place. Let's see, oh yeah, that's we got to answer his questions, but you know, we'll do that. Yeah, that. We'll go to those two places eventually, but we are not ready yet. This game definitely wants you to progress, even though it's kind of open world in a weird grid sort of way. You get punished heavily if you go outside of the areas that you should not go. We could try a quick trip to the crag, I suppose, to deliver this letter, but I'm not sure that I'm ready yet. Escort Edwin to the watchtower on the Menthol coast. Blade Master promotion. Find a sacred grove. I don't even remember where I got this. Oh, we talked to that elf. Never mind. I remember that now. There was an obelisk that was in the woods, I think, and I never got to find a way to touch it. We found 2 of the 9 books, so that's cool. But now we gotta go back to Castle Port Myron. Thanks to Lord Kilborn, you now know. Yeah. So we put an end to the brigand threat. But before we do anything else, let's see, do a quick save. Yes, we did. We got the book. There should be a treasure chest somewhere, a boss treasure chest. Maybe it's over here. Oh boy.
I feel stronger.
I wonder if this. I wonder. Oh my goodness! There's a level 4. What level are we on now? We're on level 2, and we can go all the way down to level 4. You know, I don't want to go down to level 4 just yet. In fact, I'm quite sure I don't want to go to level 4. Skip level 3. What the smeg is that about? Okay, that's what I was looking for. Treasure! Oh, yes. Lots of treasure. Give me that tasty loot.
This looks powerful.
Okay, well, you know, it's gold. I'll take the gold. Ooh, and we just lost our torch. Oh no, the torch went out. It's scary dark. Like a torch. Thank you. And, well, we need the potions, but otherwise rubbish. I won't complain. I won't complain. And that was probably the boss chest. But it doesn't look like there's anything else in here, so let's see. What's in here? Oh, locomotion. How lovely, another cave. Oh, treasure! Well, more potions. We'll take that. Hello. We got a gold key. Stone disc fragment 3. We got 1 and 2. I don't know what these are for though. The gold key is probably for that another door that we couldn't do. Where was that? I remember there was a door we couldn't open, I thought. Oh, it's right there. Right there. Where are we at? We're way up here. So I'll tell you what, I want to go down and see if this key will open up this door. And then I want to return to Sea Haven. Identify loot, sell off loot, see if we can get him like 1 more good axe. And then I want to go to, I think I will take the actual time to go to Sorpigal and get his bloody bow or crossbow up to expert so we can start using that relic. Alright, so we found the treasure! I just like saying treasure! If you haven't seen Yellowbeard, oh my goodness, it's a... If you like British comedy, or if you like Cheech and Chong, because Cheech and Chong are in it, or if you like Mel Brooks, because a lot of Mel Brooks actors are in it. There are several. Oops. I'm looking at the map and I just wasn't paying attention. That's the thing sometimes about grid clearing. So I'll look at the map and not look at, you know, the screen, and then go, why the bloody heck can I go where I want to go? Well, the nice thing is no new thingies have spawned. You know, seeing this dead militia guy that we didn't kill, and then that blood on the stone over here, which I assume it's blood, but it could be iron, I guess. I guess that was kind of a clue as to what ugliness was going down over here. But we're not going there, we're going in here. Oh wait, good. Oh, that's fine.
I feel
Need this.
stronger.
Ooh, another thingy. Of course, we could have triggered something nasty. Didn't hear anything though. I do know there's nasty down there, and I don't want to deal with it yet. And the torch went out. Already? Dang. It does only last 79 turns, but still. I hear the ghost, or whatever they are, or ghouls, screaming. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we got that. Yeah, there were a lot of little tunnels in this deal. There were a lot of tunnels. Count says, I imagine potion tastes chalky. Yeah. Only certain ones. Yeah, how's that? Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. This is
Don't
the.
you have anything
Shall we
better to
visit
do?
some shops while we're here?
That is the plan, my friend. That is the plan. Delpharuni. We are definitely going to build. Going to some shops, starting with the silver blades. Although he's probably just a blade person, not an axe man. Trade. Oh well, he does have that, but that's like a two-handed, isn't it? Yep. I don't have two-handed, so it doesn't really matter. Don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. Well, the swords would, well, he could always do with a second sword, don't get me wrong. But, I need to say, he needs an axe more than he needs a second powerful sword. I mean, I suppose we could sell off some stuff here. I don't think it matters in terms of price. Alright, so we sold off all the unidentified stuff, and then we can sell that too if we want, because none of my health pools are that large. Yeah, you know what, just for curiosity, I'm going to hold on to that just to test a theory. I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's going to be the same price no matter where I go, what shop I go to. Let's see, what was he? We don't have either of those skills at the point to where we can get expert. That is for sure where we need to go. I'm just trying to see while we're up here. I need to, oh yeah, Sword Grandmaster. Oh wait, how close is he? How close are you? Well, you're nearly there. So, cool. At least we've got, I mean, he'll be freaking dynamite soon. Because we know where the Sword Grandmaster is. Oops. Not over enough. And then we need... Okay, so we can just go straight. Trying to pay attention to my surroundings so I can, like, try to get around without looking at the map
Getting
quite
late.
so much. Oops, I think we went one down. Yeah, we did. We went one too far. There we go. There it is. Identify equipment. Identify all items. Lovely. Well. Alright. What do you got versus what do we got? Alright, so base damage is the same. But the new bow, because it does +9 prime damage, actually has a higher sell price, so it's a better weapon, so we will use it. Although this one is even better. 7 +7 to damage and fire, +10 ranged attack value. That is good. So alright, so swap again. Let's bring up Delph, the elf. Ha ha ha. Yes, don't you like my clever naming? Yeah, this is definitely a no question. +7 water damage. Successful attack has 5% chance to inflict memory gap condition. That's the that's like skull crack when they can't cast a spell. So it does an additional 5 to 9 damage, an additional 5 water damage. We're gonna lose the 4 earth damage, that's fine. Definitely. Definitely. Alright, well the spear we can't use, but none of my people are spear. Oh, there's the potion I was thinking about. But they're both at 15, so I'm not gonna burn it on them. 15, 15. Everyone's at 15. I'm gonna give it. He's getting some good blocks. I'm gonna give it to him. Alright. So back to him. Did I trade out the bows already? Yes, I did. Alright, it was the boots. Boots, boots. Let's see.
You're not complaining, are you?
I'm always complaining. I've got things to complain about. Alright, I'm gonna give him this. Haha, wow. Those are some really good boots she's got. Oh yeah, she's got those, so. Well. Wasn't paying attention. Those boots were giving him +2 to vitality. So technically I should have given him the potion. Well, I could load again. But nah, I'm not gonna. I will eat it, I guess. I'll eat it. Chris says, back to town? Question mark. Yes, we beat the boss.
I saw it with my own eyes.
So, yeah, I see that count. I think I'm. The more I thought about it, the more I'm like, oh, there's the auto set. No. Wait a second. Are you joking me? Alright, so I guess when we went into town, that was the last bloody rubbish, so I gotta go through all this again. That's alright. We'll save time by going straight here. But yeah, we went back into town because we defeated the boss. We got a lot of loot that we wanted to discard. I want to try to get my Dwarf Grim. A better axe. He needs at least one good axe. Right now he has two. The two axes he has, he's outgrown them. And what I mean by that is the bosses that we're fighting are becoming bigger bullet sponges, or damage sponges, not bullet sponges. Same difference. Okay, I knew there was a reason why I always saved outside of the bloody, why I always saved. This time, she had no axes, and I don't think she would have had any this time either, so that's why I didn't bother. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Yeah, there it is. Man, they love their fart background noises. Oh, exit, exit. I'm gonna exit and save. F5. There we go. And then we'll sell off stuff. Okay, just do another quick save. And then inventory management again. Alright. So I already know it's this one is the best one. 604, 4, yep. So there. Who did I put these on before?
Hey.
I guess I'll give those to him. I think that's what I did before. And then... Oh, wait. Nah, that's kind of rubbish. Don't want those. Well, it's not rubbish. He's I'm taking away an axe skill from him. But, yeah, it'll do him no good. So we'll leave that on. But, because I now know that his vitality is 15, 14, or 13, versus him having the natural 15, I'm going to give him the one elixir to get him closer to 15. Now then we've done it right. So, put your boots back on. And then the bow, we've already traded out bows. Everything else is... Yeah, no good, because, like, the axe stuff is only good for him, and I gave him better boots, so everything else is sell now. Alright, so now we quick save. Yeah, thanks, Count. I was actually leaning that way, and then there's a part of me that, like, goes, well, maybe I shouldn't, but yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, it wasn't that far back. Alright, now let's trade. So, I think he sells potions here. So that confirmed it. The prices are the same for all vendors. I wonder why it asks sometimes. I mean, there's nothing special about this bow, but maybe it's something I bought or something. No, it doesn't make any sense. Weird. I don't understand. I really don't. Alright, well, we definitely want to buy these. Alright, so we're at 18,000. Wow, that's like a terrible orb. +2 to spear skill? I mean, That doesn't even make sense. Oh man, even if you had, I mean, I guess maybe if you got a spear character, you could put the orb in one hand if they're dual wielding, and they could even use, and they have the magical focus skill. But my goodness, that's like terrible. Yeah, let's put her up here. The buy sell price doesn't matter. Well, I say it doesn't matter. No, this is less than what she's got now. Likewise, so it's all rubbish. I'm not gonna lie, this is tempting on because of it would give her 2 extra points of fire damage, and fire is her main damage dealing thing right now. And it's not that expensive. So yeah, I don't want to spend that much money though. That's why I'm not gonna buy these super expensive thingies. Clarity, there's antidotes. Fortify, cures weakness. A resurrection spell. Interesting. I think the thing is, the more scrolls you hold in your inventory, the worse off it is. I don't need this right now because I don't have anyone. It's like 250. I mean, that would be a waste of 150 mana points. But otherwise, it's just holding up a spot in my inventory. See, I am going to sell these. Because I just, the health potions, these are more than good enough. And then I use heal spell, so definitely sell the heal. Oh, I keep forgetting to try this crushing weight. Gotta try that at some point in time. But when you're in combat, things kind of get out of hand, and you kind of like, eh. I don't want to really get rid of these because eventually I will. My mages will be at the 150, even if I don't give them more spirit. There will be artifacts that will raise their spirit levels to the point to where that will be needed. So I'll go ahead and keep that one. I'll keep it for now. I'm definitely heading back to Sorpeagle just so I can get this out of my inventory. But yeah, it would be nice to kind of have a resurrection spell. But for now. Yeah, we're not stealing from you, Smeghead. We're not stealing from you. Well, that's an armor shop. I don't think I need to go there.
I know.
Yeah, so do I. Just checking out what else is in here before I head out the door. Now, I don't think. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do in here. I need to go back to Port Myron anyway. So, on the way back to Port Myron, we'll make the trip to Sea Haven. I mean, Sorpeagle. Yeah, that's the ticket. Oh wait, what is he?
Who needs a bedroom?
Let's see what he sells. Oh, he doesn't sell anything. No, that's right. I got thinking he was a shop deal because of that, but he's just rubbish. There we go.
It's getting late.
Is it? I can't tell. Oh, we've been streaming about 3 hours, a little over 3 hours. It's kind of fun. Even though the grid clearing in this game is kind of tedious and I hate puzzles. But I admit, the tactical combat, I don't mind. Count says, this is what I fear about streaming, all the unexciting inventory management. Yeah, I've been on a lot of streams where they talk about it. And you know, for someone like you or Bad Wolf or some of the others who are just, you know, in there because, hey, we like hanging out with you. Luca, when he's in. You know, you can get away with that. But I realize that people who don't know me, who might be popping in and like, okay, what's this smeghead about? Oh, look how interesting. He's going to his inventory. I'm gone. So, yeah. I totally get that.
It's the perfect day to begin a journey.
Yeah. You say that now, but, Alright, so there's the castle. We'll make a pit stop over here and grab some of them smaller potions, too. Whoops. Oh, well, that's okay. Not a problem.
I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you again, my...
I should have quick save before I went in here. Let me go do that now. There we go. Alright. So, Lev can have us fly back at any time. It's funny, she no longer has. I'm 99% sure her quest, the circus, was a nod to Might Magic 6. I think a lot of things in this game were nods to either heroes of Might Magic 5, like this character design here, or nods to Might Magic 6, which came with this game. Alright, so let's do the quest. And don't ask me why we got some sort of somethings. Don't know what that was. John Morgan says, with Montbard's death, the brigands have lost their unity and split into various groups. They remain dangerous, but I'm confident we can deal with them. You've done the Empire a great service. Montbard. The man was obviously not quite well in the head, yet he managed to turn a bunch of rogues and highwaymen into a real menace. Had he not been stopped, he could have wrought considerable damage. Unfortunately, some mysteries remained unsolved. Montbard could not have mounted such an operation on his own. Where did he find the coin to pay for the weapons, the armor? He must have had support. And then we asked, do you want us to investigate? Because we need more quests. And it got cut off, but because the audio is bugged again. John Morgan says, as much as I'd like to sort this out, there are more pressing matters that require my undivided attention and your particular talents. My informant inside Carthel hasn't given any sign of life for a worrying number of days. I fear he's been caught or worse. I need to know what's going on behind the city walls. And what happened to my contact. I need you to sneak into Carthel. Find the entrance of the Carthel sewers. One of my agents will meet you there. His name is Zuleika.
I'm happy to see you again, my friend. What news do you bring?
Well, bloody rubbish. Okay, cool. So if you hit cancel, you go out. So we got 2,500 gold and a bunch of experience. So, woohoo! Where's the cart? Oh yeah, it's right on the other side of this, isn't it? There was a bloody fly. You know, even though they're minor, they're still very helpful. Water flows freely. That's a spell I need to get. But anyway, all the rest of his stuff is just too low level. Well, let's just look here. Yeah, it's all too low level. I'm not gonna, just the potions is all I'm gonna buy from him. And pretty much the same thing when I go into Sorpeagle. So, this is another exciting stream stuff because, of course, all this stuff has been cleared. So, like nothing left to take care of anymore. I guess we could touch this. Ooh, scary, it's nighttime.
Wait, you heard that?
No, we did not, because it's an old joke. An old joke. Enter Sesame! Or enter says me. Too funny. Too funny. Alright. Hey, you know what? While we're over here, we're gonna walk sideways. And then we'll walk into here. Learn spells. Buy spells for Anna. Anna? Aye. Okay. Interesting. This is something new. This is another buff that we could do. There's feeble-minded from party. I've got 21,000 gold. I do think I'm gonna cut this. Fine. I am gonna pick that up just for fun. And what does Eagle Eye do? Perception. So that's another buff that could be kind of fun. Clears feeble mind. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll do that. And I don't. Ooh, identify. Okay, we'll definitely take that. Heroic Destiny. Yeah, I guess we'll take that. Wow, we're burning a lot of gold. Bloody heck. Spells are expensive. Bye for Lena. Alright, I definitely want to get her regeneration. I don't think I'll get that for now. I think I am going to get that. Wow, look at that damage. I think I will buy that. Oh, she's, oh yeah, that's right. She's my water. I think I need to get that too, just in case someone falls asleep. That sounds like a fun spell. I don't think I'm gonna get it at this time. Alright, we've already got one identify. That should be good for now.
Things are quiet. Where's the action?
Yeah, didn't you have enough action earlier? I mean, seriously. Seriously, Grim. Alright, where was I going? For a minute there, I thought he was going to start whistling Peter and the Wolf. Okay, that's where we need to go. Crossbow expert. Yeah, buddy. Alright, let's do that inventory. Woohoo! So, short term wise, we're gonna lose the, you know, the lovely plus 10 ranged attack value, the plus 7 damage. But long term wise, every time this crossbow levels up, you know, it's going to become more powerful, so totally worth it. Totally worth it. Shut up with the whistling,
feel
yes.
Tired.
Oh, I'm tired now, oh no. What's am I ever going to do? There's the inn. I was just trying to think, what else? Well, we can go over here and sell off the crossbow, I guess, because now we don't need it. It's kind of scary to do because it's so good, but the relic will be better. Where's the armor guy? Well, I probably should do that in Sea Haven, because it'll be a little bit better. Alright. Where's the horsey place? Where's the horses? That way we can just quick travel. We don't have to do all that walking. Yeah. You would have thought I would have marked it on a map. I think it's over here, though. No, that's not it. I think it's over here, actually. Now I'm not even sure. Yeah, it's gotta be. I'll mark it this time. I swear I'll mark it this time. I won't forget. I won't forget. Oh no. Okay, that's just mushrooms. I was like, what is that on the ground? Watch, I'm going the wrong way. I honestly don't remember where the horses are because I never go this way. And this isn't where the horses are. What's down here? Oh, that's just a treasure chest. Well, what was in this house? Oh, just rubbish. Oh, bloody rubbish. Speaking of. My goodness. Been in this town 40 billion times. You'd think by now I'd know where the bloody horses are. Where's the stables? Alright, well. This doesn't feel... Yeah, because that's the city guard. That doesn't feel right. Oh, the horse haven. Bloody heck. Yeah, it would have been a snake. I'd have been bit and killed. But, hey, you know. We gotta do things the hard way around here, y'all. Nothing easy. Am I even going the right bloody direction? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Let's take this alleyway. Yes, I see the horses, and I can even smell them. That's right, I can smell them through the freaking Because I heard that horse fart when I walked past him. But it could be like Red Dead Redemption 2, where the horses literally take dumps on you. Coach travel. 150 gold? And highway robbery. Count says, I think it's over here. No, that's not it. I think it's over here. No, that's not it. I think it's over here. Maybe. And if I'd actually been looking at the bloody map correctly. Yeah, I hear horses taking a dump again. But if I'd been looking at the bloody map properly.
Did you hear that?
I did not hear that.
Why are you in such a rush?
Because I hate your guts. Next question. Alright, where specifically is the horse thing? Oh, it's him. Yes, okay. So, I need to mark him. Wait, make sure. I don't think I clicked. There we go. Bloody horses! Alright, there. Now I've got it marked on Sea Haven. Ah, goodness. Alright. Where are we at? I don't even remember what the frack I'm doing anymore. I can go into the inn and rest. Get away from these freaking horses that are blowing chunks at me. Is there... I still gotta find an axe master. I'm not gonna put any more points in the crossbow. I think that my next points are going to go into dual wield for him. That's what we need to find. Another... Oh, bloody heck. I meant to buy more potions when I was back there. Oh well, I'll buy some more here. Yep, my party's on board with me.
Are you?
Yes, we're always complaining. Alright, I'm maxed out on supplies, so rest.
I feel stronger.
Oh, aren't we special? So that's the armorer. This town does not have someone that sells axes, which is kind of shocking. This is the... That's a dwarf town. You'd think that they would sell axes, but nope, they do not. They do not sell axes. And nor do the Nagas. Alright, so I think we need to exit.
Why are you in such a rush?
Let's consult the quest logs. Oops, wrong one. Alright, main quest is here. We could go back to the lost city and see about exploring a little bit more into that. See if we can get some more points. There was another level we didn't go to. We could look there. It's possible that that's where the sewers are. Although this says find sewers in the Neve Delta. But I am kind of curious as to what else is in the Lost City.
I'm not in the mood to talk, okay?
Yeah. I hear you. But I'm going to talk for you. How's that? Oh boy. Everything's... We're slowly getting ready to go to Carthal. And there's lots to do in Carthal. I just don't know that I'm quite... I just don't know how I will fare. Alright, we are here. We need to go round and about. Yeah, they're bored. I
Don't
get
you
it.
have
Oops.
anything better to do
Back,
than
back,
to
back,
chat with
back, back.
women?
I wasn't chatting up any women.
What do you want?
I want you to get out of my way. How's that? I'm going the right way, right? Yeah. I like looking at maps. Even if I'm 99% sure I know where I'm going, I'm like, wait, am I sure I know where I'm going? That's why Google Maps are a godsend. Well, when they work. And when they don't work, they are like the worst thing ever.
This will be easy.
Count says more useless than a condom machine in the Vatican. What was that? I missed that earlier. Okay. We gotta get a bloody torch going again. Bloody torch! Alright, find a hole, girlfriend. And even though we've already explored that,
I
like
feel
keeping this going.
stronger.
Oh man, I meant to buy more bloody potions. That's the thing about me. Sometimes I do dumb things where I'm like, I'm gonna do this, and then what was I gonna do? That goes to 4. That goes to 1. Where are we at? Well, we're gonna get to that before we get to that. So I'm gonna take one more crack at these difficult ghouls, and we will see what we will see. Because we have leveled up at least once since we first dealt with them. And it looks like a spider, doesn't it? I mean, and the back part looks like broken pottery, but then it's got spider eyes, looks like fangs, and part of a foot. And that could be, you know, spider body, just like broken up for some weird reason. Yeah, see, that definitely is a spider. Or was. So I wonder if that means we got spiders in here too, besides freaky ghouls. But we're going to do a quick save. We are going to do some fun stuff too. Fire in the hole. Okay, let's do burning determination. Let's do inner fire. Let's do oops. F. Thank you.
There are enemies ahead.
Is there any other buffs that I want to do? I think not at this time. Let's just blow someone back. Oh, did not blow back. Oh, maybe they can't be blown back. They may be too much. They do have significantly larger health pools than the normal enemies that we face. But there we go. And our new bow. Alright, she needs to quaff, so let's go ahead and have her raise the shields. Well, no, they're not. Oh, I couldn't push them back any further. That was the deal. Gotcha. Alright, now I understand. Now I understand. No, we'll stay on you. Stay on you. Okay, yeah, I forgot. You can't taunt. Dummy me, that was my bad. Not paying attention. Oh yeah, definitely like that. Okay, that was actually a pretty good hit for weak axes. That was really good. That wasn't so good. Alright, need a quaff. We need an armor. Almost.
That hurts.
Yep.
And stay down.
There's one gone. Alright. We gotta break some armor. Lovely. Yeah, it can be, sadly. Alright. Regeneration. Okay. Oh. Not good, really, but, Alright, we can't taunt. Oh my goodness, he's dead. Alright, take two. I can do this. It's not that one, it's this one. Alright. I can do this, I can get through this before the stream. I swear I could kill this dude. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's juice up again. Alright, you know what? You know what? We can move forward one more. Alright, that'll save us a round. F5 again. Quick save. Yeah, I do. I think I've got this. I really do. Wait, what did I just cast? Burning Determination, okay. There's that little smack head. So we got Burning Determination, we need Inner Fire. Is there anything else that I need you to cast buff-wise? Okay, they don't put me to sleep. So I don't need that. We can do Celestial Armor next turn. Alright, so that's all good there. I'm gonna quick save right after I get all the buffs up. Alright, so Windshield is just for ranged attacks. They're not casting Feeble Mind on us, so that's cool. That'll help. Again, just like the Might one, just like Burning Determination will help my, not Burning Determination, but Inner Fire will help those guys too. Eagle Eye will also help those two. So, I gotta try that Mana Surge at some point too. Yeah. Well, I don't really need to cast this, but I kind of want to have it up just because. F5. Alright, that's Claw. Don't want to waste that yet. Let's start with you. And there they go. Okay, so yeah, they're in the corner. That's why they can't be blown back. So, and boy, how this is not going well. But this time, instead of wasting it on sparks, we're gonna go full out. Well, wait a minute. This may be where I can use my. Oh. Okay. I guess it's a mental type of magic. And that's why they were immune to it. Okay, well, hey, we learned something new. That is not a bad thing. Okay. Let's break somebody's armor. Okay. Good, good. Oh, yeah, that was a lovely hit. Lovely, lovely hit. Alright, let's blow you back. Let's do a fire in the hole. Oh, I screwed up. I screwed up. Forgot I was supposed to raise the shields. It's alright, that's alright. We can recover. We're still good. We're still good. Dang, so close. Well, I think because she'll get a turn back if I do regenerate. And then we'll raise our shields. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Sometimes when I do the tactics right, things work out good. Even when I make a mistake. Oh, goody, goody. Woohoo. All right, one down, one to go. Out of health. That's okay, that's all right. Stay in there and fight. Chris says, anti-spiral ravenous ghouls, absolutely. Counts, that was Chris, sorry, if I said it wrong. Count says, mine is the grid-based movement that will pierce the heavens, absolutely. Chris says, I believe in the me that believes in you. I was reading the chat backwards, by the way. Because I got skills like that. Well, I think I could quaff now, or I could fire in the hole. Wow. Okay. We need to break armor. Good, good, good. Excellent. Alright, she's gonna raise the shields. And then you get a full. Don't be growling at me. Yeah, I gotta get some maxes. Yeah, that one sword he's got doing that 107 plus. Oh, that's so lovely. That's lovely. Okay, that wasn't bad. Not bad at all.
No, it can't be.
Are you joking me? Do we have regeneration still up? No, we do not. Alright, so you know what time that is. Yep. Woohoo! Count says finally on the is that Ilos? Final stretch of the Mass Effect game, right? Well, we did it. We did it. So now then I can delete that. Let's do a quick save. Alright, we got that up, we got that up, that's the main thing. Let's go ahead and quaff while we got a moment. Well now, that looks like another spider. Very possible that we may have to deal with more spiders. So this was the entrance to. So see, there was 4 was in the. This whole deal is so weird. The entrance to level 4 is on this level, and I didn't want to go to level 4 yet. I'm gonna do a hard save here, just in case it's like super bad. And then I'll check out level 4 because it's possible that they wanted me to go to L4 before L3. Ghoul's down, yes. Congratulations, yes, thank you. Hi, Lois. Probably still saying that wrong. Well, now. I'm gonna have clairvoyance going all the time just so I can kind of like spot traps. I don't know if how good it's gonna be in terms of we got a quick save.
Yes.
All right, Destiny. Don't think matters. Oh, looky. Oh, looky. And that's work, chap. You know what's really ugly about this? Notice this bar. There's no threat because they don't know me. I'm gonna take us. Oh, yes, I heard you the first time. He's gonna ping me again. Or she, no, she. Oh, bloody rubbish. Man, this has been a Murphy's Law kind of day, y'all. Wait a minute, where is it? Where is he? Where is he? Come on. Where is he? Here we go. This is what's going on.
Hello, it's me. I just decided that things are going a bit too smoothly. I'm gonna mess it up.
And you have indeed, Red Guy. You freaking have indeed. Bloody heck. I gotta get more Red Guy stuff in my little soundboard thingy there. 10 bits for sound. I should probably drop it to 1 bit. Because, you know.
Dag nabbit!
Yeah, I agree, Grandpa. Ah, boy, this is not a. Alright, this is not good. Alright, so give me a second here. I'm gonna fend her off. I'm gonna try to buy myself 10 minutes to see if I can get through this fight. And then I'll have to end the stream because there is a work issue going on. I'm glad no one knows at work about my. about my stream channel. And then they hear this. What? He's gonna blow us off for 10 minutes. Yeah, your services are no longer required, AstroNerdBoy. Thank you very, very, very much. Very, very, very much. Oh boy, da-da-da-da. Alright, so I just bought myself some time. So, let me try to get through this fight. Thanks for bearing with me. But anyway, what I was saying is they're not triggered. They're just sitting there waiting because this is Ubisoft's way of, again, just like sticking a needle in my eye. So I'm going to trigger them, and they're going to immediately swarm up on me. Like I said. Oh, okay, this is going to be really hard. I'm not even sure I can get out of this. Oh my goodness. Well, first comes to worst. I did save before we went down here, so it's not like it's that big a deal. Where's the battle music? Bloody game? What the heck are you doing to me? Oh, we need to juice up, don't we? Oh, you know what? I should have done that while I was... dummy me. I'm distracted by bloody work. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Alright, now let's get a shield up. Alright, let's crack some... Oh, wait. That was a waste. That was a waste. Yeah, okay. I don't think we're gonna survive this game. I think these guys are a little bit too beyond me. 4 of them, there's just no way I can survive against 4. Well, there's only 3 facing me. This guy's still not in range. But we'll see what we can do. And that wasn't too bad, actually. You know, they can't raise stun, or they can't stun, so I don't need that. What other buffs can she do? We got Eagle Eye. That helps my melee fighters. Oh wait, Heroic Destiny. Alright, let's do that. Ooh, I need to raise the shields again. I'm not even sure I'm targeting the right guy. No, okay, I am. He's the only one that's lit. And that sucked! Wow, they're hitting so hard. It's dropping the shield immediately. Okay, that was a good one. Alright, you're gonna raise the shield this time. You are going... Alright, I don't need that because I don't think they can paralyze us. Oh wait, let's see what our yeah, okay. We already know what these two are because we can see them on the screen. He doesn't have any magical attacks, so we're good. I think we're good. That was what I fought outside of the, whatchamacallit. You see, she's got a spell that she can cast that goes, Alright, so they don't have any spells. That is good, so that helps. So I don't need that. We can use this buff, again, to help the melee fighters. Okay. Whack. Woo! Okay, whack. Alright, now then this time she's going to... Nope, she's not either. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yep, nope, she's not. Okay. She's gonna quaff a potion, how's that? We have just enough mana. Oh man, lucky. Down. Dang, that's just so freaking... They hit like freaking tons of bricks! Okay. We might get lucky. It may take longer than the 10 to 15 I told offshore. Actually, they need to be spanked. My ops team. It looks like the QA environment is, because it's not my job to monitor the environments. My job is to run Control M, build streams, make sure the scheduling is right, you know, put in new stuff that development asks for, convert stuff out of cron and Unix. You know, my job is not to monitor the environment itself. And So they're telling me that, hey, another QA batch is ordered tonight.
Oh, he caught me!
Okay, we're done. All right. No, they're just. It's possible I might squeak through, but I can't do it now, unfortunately. Where was my load at? Yeah, here it is. I think. Well, actually, no. This is actually fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tag this barrel, because doing the barrel triggers the trap. So much for clairvoyance, huh? But I guess they don't consider that a trap. I hate that. I'm probably spelling that wrong, but who cares? That way I know. And I'm going to head back out because this is actually too tough. So I've got a couple minutes. I've still bought myself a few minutes. Did I spell it right? All right, let me catch up on chat. Count says, I like how the ghouls look like bad 90s Star Trek effects. Right out of TNG, that's true. Cotton, they're surrounded by some sort of energy field. Our phasers cannot penetrate them. Thank you for stating the obvious, Dater, Mr. LaForge. Can we techno boy way past their shields? Absolutely. Chris says, Cat, we'll laser our way through. Crichton. Oh, yeah. I know where you're going with this. Sorry, I didn't mean to back that. This is awesome. This is an awesome deal. We'll laser our way through. An excellent idea, sir. With just 2 drawbacks. 1, we don't have any lasers, and 2, we don't have any lasers. Now I know. Well, wait. Is that the one where he says with 2 drawbacks? There's one where he says with 1 drawback, and then he lists 2, where he says it twice. Now I realize that I said that twice, but it was so egregious whatever you said that I had to say it twice. No, you spelled ravenous or ravenous. I don't know. I probably did spell ravenous. Let's look. Oh wait, I left. Never mind. I'm not going back just to see how I spelled it. All right, we got a couple minutes. Let me run to the other door. Probably level 4 is going to be even worse. Wow, it's freaking all the way on the other side. But this may be a case. Wait, can I go down? No, I cannot get. That's what I thought. This may be a case like the Elemental Forge, where you just got to come back at some point. You know, it's like, well, you're not tough enough to do this. Oops, torch. It's amazing how dark it is without the torch. And then it was down this way and through there. I bet it's going to be even worse. I'm going to do a save here. I'll do a hard save, actually. Because it's possible that L4 may be easier than L3, but then again, it's also possible that L4 is even worse than L3. But there was nothing blocking me here. Alright, she needs to have this going.
I feel stronger.
We'll just do a quick look-see. Well, I got a minute or two. Hey, we're coming back into building. Oh, this is kind of weird. Wild. This definitely reminds me of, we can't go up this, oh. Well, we see something fun in there. Alright, well, those are doors. And they are valid doors because the map shows that they are, but, you know, it's something that we'll have to trigger later. Wow. This is actually like, oh, I know. This is exactly what this is. This is exactly the,
There are enemies ahead.
Alright. Look at his health bar. Way smaller. This is a regular ghoul. Okay, so we came to the right area. We now know. We now know. Oh. Don't want to deal with those guys. They are ranged. Oh, never mind. He's locked me in. He's locked me in, Captain. No, it's alright, fine.
And stay down.
Yep, now I'm gonna make you come to me. Ooh, we got tribal boots. Tribal boots! Alright. So, we're in an area that I can at least deal with. So, that's cool. That's cool. So, level 4 was the way to go. Level 3 was not. That's why they put the 2 enemies guarding out front. It's kind of a warning to say, hey, Smeghead, you're a little out of your depth here, and even if you get past us, don't say we didn't warn you. That's Ubisoft's way of doing that. Okay. He must have been immune to one of the magical damages in my axes. That must have been what that was about. All right, let's fry you both. Let's fire you both. Let's wreck you. No.
And
Wreck.
stay down.
Wreck. Fire in the hole. Yeah, I like this much better. Goodbye. What time is it? Okay. So, well, let's gotta get the treasure, right? Treasure? Oh, bloody heck. I hate riddles. History is told, forgotten, and can be told again. What is put on parchment never remains unchanged. Always truth can be washed away. Is there 2 riddles I have to do? Yes. To go from blue alert to red alert, you do have to change the bulb. It's always something with you. You're a complete and total. A word has yet to be invented to describe what you are, but you are one, and a complete and total one at that. Alright, I'm cheating. Unless you guys know what this riddle is. Alright, I'm just saying. Okay, there's the cheat for the riddles. I'm looking on a different. Oh, yes, continue. Oh, bloody heck. Seems like more of a limerick than a puzzle, yeah. I'm gonna have to bookmark this one page. Okay, here we go. I got a cheat for this. I'm gonna have to send this to myself, actually. Control F. This is story. Okay, so this is all part of a deal. Always truth can be washed away and rewritten, but the specter of the past word seldom completely fades. And the answer to this is, I don't even know what this word is. Paulimpus. Wait a minute. Paul. IMP. SEST. I have no idea what that word is. Never even heard of that word. I would never have guessed it in 5 billion years.
This looks powerful.
Yeah, it does. It better be. It's not a relic though, so. But anyway, this whole green light in these kind of buildings and the undead being in here. Again, Heroes of Might and Magic 5, the undead cities of the undead. So, all right, let's go ahead and save here. So that's my resume point. So anyway, I got called tonight. I can't fend off offshore any longer. It's only QA, otherwise I would have stopped immediately. If it had been prod, I would have stopped, but it's QA, so, and they ignored it for a bloody day. That just boggles my mind. It's like, seriously, someone pay it a frickin' attention. But that's all right. That's what they pay me for. Anyway, I thank everyone for coming out. You guys are bloody awesome. I'm going to, again, tomorrow, I'm going to try a 12-hour stream. I'm going to try to get on at noon Mountain Time and then run till midnight. And, oh, yes, thank you, Count. I'm going to raid someone. Actually, is my friend Western on? I'm going to raid him. Nope, he went offline. Bloody heck. We'll find someone, though. You're streaming Mass Effect? What time? Oh, man, I am sad I'm going to miss it. But you know what? I can have you up on the side deal. I get skills like that. But it depends. I mean, like I said, this is just me having some fun. 12 hours is a bloody long stream. And I may decide, you know what? Nah, I'm done. This is like tiring. But yeah, we do want to raid. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming by. Let me run through my normal thingies. There's my YouTube page, yay! So you can subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. And there's my anime manga blog at anime.astronerdboy.com. Alright, we're gonna raid, but thanks again for coming by. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, and let's get a raid person going.